Thank you. Hey, good to see you all. Good to see you all. Hello. Is it my birthday? I didn't know. Thank you. Been a minute, dude. How many days I take off? 60? Hey, good to see y'all. M's, thank you for 15 months. Damn, your 4,000th birthday. You don't look a day over 3,000? Something like that. Thank you. It's very kind of you to say. Gage, thank you for the 14 months. Name's not Jimmy, thank you for the 15 months. Jay Cruisin, thank you for the... Wow, everybody dropping in. Thank you. I had a very, 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 very fun weekend at Genesis. I'll tell you all about it. Man Dragon, thank you for the gifted. Is my voice a little gone? I was screaming at Genesis. I was losing my mind. 1, 2. Thanks. Thank you. There's a lot of sincere birthday messages, and I see them, and I appreciate them. I really do. You know, it's hard turning 1,000. You know, it's sometimes there's these certain years where you really take time and take stock of your life, you know? And it's like, when I was 999, it's like, whatever, I'm young. The world is my oyster. But when you turn 1,000, when you hit quad digits, it's like, now I have to grow up a bit, you know? Now I got to take charge of my life. So it's hitting me all at once, and I really do appreciate the kind. That's why they call me a millennial. 'Cause if you guys don't know, Zoomers don't know this, they call us millennials because we're all 1,000 years old. And I was one of the youngest, but there I go. Now I'm at the big four. How are you all doing? Joe Powell, thank you for the 3 months. Leighton, thank you for the 6 months. Wes, thank you for the 9 months. Muck Blast, thank you for the tier 1. Crazy Rocker. You're a crazy rocker. I feel like rockers don't need to call themselves crazy. If you're a crazy rocker, you sound like you're like a dad playing in a backyard, you know? You just don't just say you're, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to roast you. Thank you for the sub. Tax season was Pog. For who? For who? Jeff Bezos? Maybe. Wasn't Pog for me. Ugh. Your birthday's on the 19th, as in the Atrioc 19? Yes, and that's fortuitous. Yes, the Atrioc 19. 419. It all adds up. It's all connected. I don't do taxes. It's probably a bad thing too. You owed $17K. That's a significant amount. $17K. Did you get some RSUs or something? What did you do? Or you didn't declare your drug dealing income? $17K is a pretty significant amount to owe. $17K is like what I owed the first time I sold Amazon stock and didn't file correctly. Did you see the guy on Wall Street Bets who owes $173K from stock gains? I didn't. You want to link me? I'll look at it. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have it. I did see that. Dude, yeah. There was this dude on Wall Street Bets who's like, okay, the IRS says I owe $173,000 in stock gains. Long story short, I don't have it. What do I do? And it's too much to qualify for a payment plan. That's so funny. That is so funny. By the way, I'm not trying to, whatever. I don't even know. I don't know if this is a flex. It's really something that I'm sincerely hurt about. But my number is in that range, and it's never been like that ever in my life. The thing about streaming is that none of it gets taken out for taxes all year or YouTube. And so at the end of the year, it's like, hey, did you save half? Because it's, and sometimes you don't get the fucking correct invoice for your editors, and so you can't expense it. Anyway, it's about to be sincerely. It was sincerely painful to my wallet. Australia has the most goated tax system, so I'm gonna talk about that too. I'll talk about that actually today. I'm gonna do wins and fails. Oh, Atrioc comes back from a break and does wins and fails right away. I'm gonna try to do Reddit and wins and fails, and maybe even a mini marketing Monday on a Tuesday. We got a bunch of stuff, dude. We got a bunch of stuff. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm fucking prepared. It's a content day. I might even play a game if I have time, but I also have tomorrow to do that. Happy B-Day to the Chinese dynasty. Yes, thank you, Leighton. Very mild. Thank you for the 9 months. Uncle Sam. 909 with the prime. Nick Vegas. Dragon Master. Unintentionally timed. Thank you for all this stuff. Captain Donnelly. Reese. Grizz Joe. Mona Dota. How you guys been? What's going on? Any of you watch Genesis? Not everybody's a smash head. I understand that. It was a fantastic event, though. My God, I had a fun weekend. That was sort of my birthday. Was just going, seeing all the homies at Genesis. I had a blast. J-Mook went fucking crazy. So I got a J-Mook story that I'm going to tell you because I was supposed to sponsor him. That was the plan. Oh! Before I get to that, what did I want to say? I got something. I got a gift, and I want to shout it out. Actually, I got a lot of weird gifts. I got a lot of weird gifts at Genesis. So, Genesis was the first event that I have been to in person, I think. The first, gaming event since I had a stream. I can't think of another one. And, and so I got to see some people that watched the stream, which is really cool. I've never had that happen before. And everyone was really nice, and it was cool. I took a bunch of pictures and stuff. But I also got people coming up to me and handing me things. And one guy, I was in the front row for finals, and I was walking to my seat, and one guy grabs me by the arm. He grabs me by the, and again, he seemed nice. I'm not calling him out, but it kind of shocked me. He grabs me by the arm and he goes, "Hey, coffee cow." "Coffee cow, I got you this." And he hands me a tall, venti fucking, Phil's coffee. I was like, first of all, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. Whether or not I'm the coffee cow is irrelevant, okay? I don't drink it. It's empty. Anyway, he gives me this. But then I open it up, and it's filled to the brim with sour candy. He didn't just get me a random Hoff coffee. He got me a giant venti Phil's coffee, and it was kind of hype. It was kind of a goated gift. He knew I like sour candy. So I shared it with people in LA. We haven't been much. So I don't know. It's kind of cool. And then I forget who did this, but they were also really nice. They asked me, "Hey, what's your favorite snack?" And I said, "I like sour candy." I did it live there. And he came back later and gave me some sour candy. So I actually had too much sour candy, to be honest. But anyway, a lot of people were really nice. But the most insane gift I got, this was so fucking cool, that I really wanted to shout him out. It's Max W Designs on Twitter. Follow him today if you want to check my following list. Makes the most sick controllers of all time and got me this. Wait, let me. Dude, this is the nicest fucking controller I've ever had. It's so clean. It matches the hat. Literally 1-to-1. It matches the hat. It's incredibly well made. He got the Z trigger. I mean, everything's fucking awesome. And it played super well. I was I was messing kids up, dude, left and right. Everybody wanted a piece, and I was messing kids up. Spike it. So yeah, it's funny. So I got the controller. I played a couple. I was winning. I got the first time I got the controller. I was like, I gotta play with this. So I played a couple. I was winning. The first game I lost, I grabbed it. And I was like, fuck. I mimed like smashing it. If I can't win, what's the point? No, it's dude, it's fire. This is a fire game. It was extremely nice max W. Even says big A on the side. Is awesome because I really cherish a really cool controller like that. And I wouldn't even had one to play with if I didn't have that. So anyway, it was just really, really fucking cool. And he does commissions. So if you're interested in getting a sick controller for yourself, check out Max W. Please, you can follow him on Twitter. He might even be full of commissions, but worth checking out. Does it have shield drop notches? I asked for no notches. It has perfect shield drops though. I can do shield drops with no notches. And all you need is like the aligned, I don't know, whatever the zones are. It has perfect shield drops. I've literally shield dropped every time. So it did not need notches. It's one of the best controllers I've ever had in the history of Melee. It felt like the best natural controllers. No fucking way we have the same birthday. Happy birthday, King. Happy birthday, Pingu. April 19th is a good birthday. It is one day before Hitler, which is not great. Not perfect, but not the same day. Tim Curry has April 19th birthday. Can you believe Hitler was born on 420? Isn't that odd? Isn't that odd? Atrioc, why didn't you stop the birth of Hitler? I should have known. So you were saying you were born a day before and didn't stop. Well, I was born many years before. I knew a guy when I worked at Twitch. He was like head of music or something. Twitch music, which no, maybe not through his fault or whatever. It didn't end up going anywhere. His birth name was Kush, and his birthday was 420. And I always thought that was like poetic justice from his parents. And he worked in like music, you know, the whole thing felt like I was talking to a TV character. And I didn't believe him, so I checked his ID. Literally, his name was Kush. Insane. Did he smoke hella weed? He said that with so many question marks. Like you were fucking concerned. Brennan, urgent! Did he smoke hella weed? I have to. You're like on mobile. Fuck. He's gotta know. No. He smoked weed for sure. I don't know. I qualify hella. Everything in NorCal was hella, so. We need to know. Just watching the YouTube video. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. It came out like 5 minutes ago, so rewatch it, you know. Really get the stuff you missed, the nuance. You can't be named Kush and not smoke weed. Legally, you can, I think. I don't know if they're going to force you to. So anyway, Genesis was sick. I got to meet a lot of people. Again, so I was trying. I don't know what you do. I've never been, like I said, I've never been at an event where people ask me for pictures. Pretty much ever. Like every Smash tournament I've gone to before, I hang out with like Scar, and people would give me the phone and say, "Can you take a picture of me and Scar?" That's what I thought was happening most times. Like when someone would come up to me and ask for a picture, I was like, "Yeah, sure. Do you want me to how do you want me to take it?" And they're like, "No, coffee cow, glizzy hands." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So it's just never happened to me at an event. And I was trying to be really nice to everybody because, you know, this stream will be dead in 8 months, right? So I'm just, you know, you got to take the good with, you got to take it while it's good. I'll die of old age in about fucking 6 months here. So I was trying to be really, really nice. And hopefully anyone that was there and met me, I hope you had a good time. And we had a good conversation because I didn't want to come off as weird. I don't know. It's not something I'm used to. Except for one time, just to be a dick about it. But based on what I was saying, it sounds like I was really nice the whole time. But one time, just to be an asshole, I was with Aiden, and someone wanted a picture, and I was like, oh, Aiden would love to take that picture. I was like, give the phone to Aiden. He wants to take it. And I made Aiden. But that was just to be a dick, all right? And everyone can be a dick fucking once, all right? If you guys don't know, I play Sheik in Melee, and Sheik is not a very popular character, okay? People generally don't like Sheik players. And in the history of Melee, all the way back to the beginning, at least like since Ken, since Melee had a real scene, a solo Sheik main has never won a major tournament. Ever. In the history of Melee, a solo Sheik has never won a major tournament. And so, F, did we lose the stream? Wait, we good? We dropping frames? We back? Saved? Oh, God. Oh, good God. You're good? Okay. A little bit of lag? Might be. I gotta close these Game of Thrones torrents. I am so fucking Game of Thrones pilled. I am so Game... Oh, wait, do I actually have a Game of Thrones torrent open? I'm not even fucking kidding. That's not a joke. I might be seeding 6 seasons, dude. I'm trying to get back in. I'm currently in the middle of season 2. No, I'm not late. I've already seen it, obviously. Obviously, I've already seen Game of Thrones. But ever since the god-awful finale, I just like shook it off like a bad cold, dude. I was like, ugh, I'm done. And then I swear to God, the fucking... Like, I had 2 choices. I've been watching a lot more YouTube ever since I started streaming. And when you watch a lot of YouTube for your main media diet, you are very prone to getting pushed into an obsession funnel. Because it snowballs, you know what I'm saying? If your media diet is determined primarily by an algorithm, then when you express a small amount of interest, that can snowball to a medium amount of interest, to a large amount of interest, to the only thing you watch. And so I had 2 choices. I could either go full fucking alt-right Ben Shapiro, or I could start watching Game of Thrones. Because I started watching a lot of YouTube, dude. And I clicked on one middle-of-the-road thing. I watched like a fucking something about how Jeff Bezos is a business legend. And then it was like, you have 2 options. You can watch this Game of Thrones clip compilation, or you can watch fucking why the vaccine isn't real. And I was like, I'll pick Game of Thrones. And ever since then, dude, the algorithm has been delivering me Game of Thrones non-fucking stop. I watched every fucking Game of Thrones clip, and then I watched the season. So I've been watching the seasons while I do a lot of work. I've been very busy with NVIDIA lately. It's a very busy season. Eli Cherry, thank you for the 5 months. Partizan, thank you for the 8. Warshine, thank you for the 4. No, so I'm throne pilled. What I am is throne pilled. And I realized the first 4 seasons, fucking magnifique goated. Sick lore too. I love it all. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, speaking of the vaccine, on that subject, I was on my flight back after Genesis, and the captain announced that, like, while we were flying, or while we were taking off, the captain announced that masks were no longer required. And it's like, okay, look, I understand that we're 2 years into a pandemic, and I'm trying to be listen, I support masking, especially in places like that with like recycled air, and COVID sucks and you don't want people to get it. So I wore mine, but I can understand if you're the person who has, you're a little more touchy about that stuff and whatever. The point is, that's the rule of the land. You don't have to wear it. But you don't gotta fucking cheer, dude. You don't gotta cheer. And people all throughout the flight, including this old guy next to me, started fucking cheering, clapping, and like ripping it off. Like they've been... I thought that was so weird. I thought it was so weird, dude. Like they got fucking released from prison, dude. It was like they were in a it's like they were fucking prisoners of war and the fucking army arrived to get them out. It was crazy. It was crazy. I've never cheered. I don't know. It was wild. And again, it's like the flight wasn't even full, and it was late. It's like everyone was just chill, quiet, and he's like, you have to wear a mask. It's like, you're no longer required to wear a mask. And the guy next to me's like, before the sentence is even done, tossing it away like he'll never use it again, and fucking, yeah! Yeah! And it's like, all right, fine. You know what? Fine. You're 2 seats from me. I hope you don't have COVID because I don't want to get it. But then the thing about everyone wearing a mask is like everyone can feel a little bit rest easier when someone starts coughing. But after everyone throws their masks off, my ears start to pick up every single cough. The whole flight, I'm hearing like, ah, ah, ah. Like, even if it's an innocuous cough, I hear every single one. Because, like, I don't want to get COVID. I don't want to get it. I already had it once. I had the first Omicron. There was, like, this Omicron, too. And it was, like, not fun at all. I don't want to get it again. It's a normal feeling. You shouldn't, nobody wants to get it. Even if it's not going to kill me, it still sucks. Who that said it's their Emancipation Proclamation. Yeah, similar struggle, right? Cam Galvin, thank you for the 8 months. Happiest of birthdays, Mr. Atrioc, sir. I'll continue to further my education in your honor. Young DSM, thank you for the 5 months. No cow, I'm slapped. Anyway, I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of different opinions on it. It's not like a place that I generally make a fucking plant my flag, in general, when it comes to social issues, my experience is that you can't debate anyone out of their opinions, and they're often used to divide people away from more important subjects, which are almost entirely economic. And if we can solve the big fundamental economic problems, the rest of the stuff is so much minor in comparison. That is my general opinion, and I don't like to alienate people by taking firm, concrete, no gray area stances on social issues, because then people get, tuned out to things that I think are bigger problems. That's my general opinion. So if I don't know, everyone's got, and also different parts of the country have different opinions that are based on your surroundings and the people you grew up with. And I'm not immune to that. Right. So saying one area is right, one area is wrong is a little bit weird, but I do think, it was a little cringe to celebrate so loudly. That's my opinion. This is my take. I think it was a little cringe. So that's but I do think vaccines are lies and Fauci lied and people died. Imagine if that's how I ended that. That whole like soft, open. But I do think that Fauci is the devil and eats babies of children. And no, that is not where that's not where I'm going with this. Okay. That's not the stance. Anyway, Genesis, overall, I haven't been to an event in a while. I had a good time, met a lot of people. Genesis was really fun. If you guys don't know, I was talking about Sheik. Sheik's never, ever, ever won an event. A solo Sheik has never won a major. And J-Mook, out of nowhere. Again, I've known about this guy for a while. I've been talking about J-Mook on my stream for a minute. After he had a breakout performance at this New York tournament, about like over a year ago, I messaged him and said, hey, your chic is sick. It's doing things that no other chic is doing. And as you get better, it's going to be a problem for established people. And I said, if you ever need a flight, because I also heard that he has trouble getting out of state. He has a hard time getting to tournaments. He's like, he lives far from everybody. J-Mook. This guy's name is J-Mook. So I messaged him, again, over a year ago, when I saw some highlight clips from a tournament, like a small tournament in New York, just saying, like, man, this guy's sick. Because again, you guys know I'm a grinder. I know I never, like, had amazing fucking Melee tournament results. But when I was in the peak amount of grind for Melee, I did get top 32 at some tournaments. And I got out of pools, like, you know, for like 8 tournaments in a year. Like, I grinded reasonably well, and I was decent in NorCal. I never got PR'd or anything. I'm not saying I was good, but I grinded. And I studied a lot. I remember I would have to fly every weekend for Twitch, and I would watch like all the best sheiks. I would watch all their VODs on the flights. And I can tell. All I'm saying is I can tell. When I saw J-Mook's first VODs, I could tell he was doing shit that nobody else had done. He was making things consistent nobody else could do. And so I was impressed. Anyway, so I messaged him and I said, I will fly you to any tournament you want. Just message me and I'll sponsor you and I'll pay for your flight and hotel for any tournament you want. That's what I said. And he said, awesome, thank you so much, appreciate the support. Okay? Then I found out, so come Genesis, I get there and he's already there and it's fine. And I assume he didn't want it. I found out from someone else that he was too shy. He was too shy. So I think it was Sora, this Australian player, was telling me. What is Slime's telling of this story? Because Slime doesn't know shit about shit. I want you to know that. Slime wasn't even there, didn't go to the tournament, and doesn't know shit about shit. So please do not listen to whatever Slime's terrible story is. Okay? I heard from Sora that J-Mook remembered the offer, really wanted it, but felt shy to ask. Like, he didn't want to ask. So I told him, like, dude, please let him ask. And then I was like, okay, well, if he's interested, I'll sponsor him for this event. And so I reached out during the event to J-Mook, and I asked him, I was like, hey, I heard whatever. Do you still want to sponsor? Like, all you have to do is wear the Enron hat on stage, and I'm totally down. I'll pay for your flight or flight for the next tournament or what. I did not ghost him or pass on him. No, that didn't happen. He didn't reach out. I reached out to J-Mook. He said, hell yeah. Then 8 months passed. He never messaged me again. Apparently, he didn't know if the offer was serious or whatever. He was too shy. That's the truth of it. So we get to Genesis, and I reached out, and I talked to him, and I'm like, hey, do you want to do it? And he's like, hell yeah. Let me see if I can even find the DMs. I don't know where my phone is, but whatever. I reached out to J-Mook at the tournament, and he said, for sure, I'll wear the Enron hat on stage. Let's do it. And so I'm pumped. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I don't care how much this costs. This will be so sick. So that's the first day of the tournament. Day 2, I'm messaging him. We're all good. Day 3, he makes top 8. Okay? Unheard of. J-Mook is like the lowest seed. He was seeded like 45th or something. A seed that low has never made winner's side of top 8 fucking ever. In all the tournaments I've watched. It's one of the biggest like breakout runs of anyone ever. 21st? Okay, I'm sorry, 21st. But still, incredibly low. Incredibly low for where he got. J-Mook being a winner's side top 8 is crazy. Crazy, unheard of. And it's awesome. And apparently he gets a little nervous. I don't know. He's out of his element. Because he messages me on the day and he's like, hey, I'm a little worried that like I forgot one part. Flashback to the previous day. So when I first ask him if he wants to get sponsored, he's cool. And when I say all you gotta do is wear the Enron hat, this kid is 21. He's 20 or 21. He's got no fucking idea what Enron is. So he messages me, yeah, for sure. Is Enron like a D's nuts joke? Like, is it a setup for a D's? Like, he thought Enron was like a meme. He thought it was like Enron D's nuts or something. He didn't know. And I was like, no, it's not. No, it's merch. It's merch. It's He's like, okay, cool. I'll wear it. Anyway, okay. So then Final day comes. Top 8's coming up. You know, it's like day of. And I'm like, hey, where are you? I can give you the hat. And he messaged me like, whatever, I'm feeling nervous. He's basically said he's worried that, here's how he plays. Incredible posture, set up, headphones on his head, focused, big jug of water. And he's just worried that it's going to distract. He's worried that it would distract him or throw him off or get him off his game, and he wants to be perfect. And I was like, bro. So there's two options when he said that. The first one is like, excuse me? Put the fucking... The first option is to be an asshole to this player that I admire and want to win. The second option is to be like, yo, of course, dude. Don't worry about it. Please, go out there, have a great game. Good luck, Godspeed. I chose option 2. Hey, I said, don't worry about it. Absolutely. Absolutely do not worry about it. Good luck, dude. We're all rooting for you. Fucking kill it. And then he goes out there and plays an amazing game, gets to the grand finals. So I regretted it zero. It would have been nice. It would have been cool. I think it would have been, I'm just a fan. To be honest, I'm just a fan. I want to support him however I can. If I got extra streaming money that I can throw at making a player, like get a chance to go to more tournaments, that'd be sick. I think after this tournament, sponsors are going to be starting looking at him. He needs to do a little bit more content, I think, just to get on sponsors like radar a little bit. But his play's insane. He's got tons of fans. He's incredibly exciting to watch. So anytime he needs help, I'm happy to help. But I'm not trying to get in his way. Okay, I'm not trying to. Listen, we're not even selling these hats. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to force a hat on his head just to sell a merch that doesn't. I don't know. I don't want to be weird about it anyway. So I think I handled it well. If anyone's wondering why the whole thing didn't go through, that's why. It's just he felt nervous. He thought it would mess with, because this is not a Cloud9. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. It's a joke and it's funny and it's a meme. And if that was going to distract from like him making his breakout tournament, and I didn't want to do that. So it's better. That's my opinion, but I don't think that's everybody's. So, yeah, that's the story. That's the story of me and J-Mook. He said some really nice things. And, okay, right after the tournament's over, like right after grand finals is over and he lost, he goes out, he smiles, he waves to the crowd, and he points to me and it says, give me the hat. And I gave him the hat and he goes on stage and does like and I got photos of it. All right, we're back. Fuck. Dude, what's with dropping frames? Where did I stop? Where did I cut out? Because I said more of the story. Where did I cut out? I forgot. It didn't drop anything? Oh, you got it? Okay. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So I got photos. I tweeted them. I got more than this, but you can see it here. J-Mook in the Enron hat with his fucking silver medal, second place breakout performance, far exceeding his seed, coolest Sheik in a minute. And listen, if he gets a big boy sponsor who's going to pay all his everything and give him the fucking full service suite that he deserves, that's fine. But if that doesn't happen by the time of the next major tournament, you might be seeing some Atrioc branding. You might be seeing some merch. You might be seeing some shit on J-Mook. Okay, I'm here to help him out wherever possible. So that's the follow-up to that. It was incredibly hype. So let me tell you a little bit about his sets, though, because I don't know if you can see it in the VODs, but I was fucking losing my mind. So, by the way, new Genesis photo. Oh, recreation. I had to recreate the Genesis photo so you guys would stop using that You're not going to stop, but... You're not going to stop. But we got a new one, me and my man Business Dubs. And and what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm like literally front row for all of J-Mook's sets, and I'm losing my mind. Screaming, jumping, fist pumping. I did turn around at one point and flick off not the crowd, but this fucking child, which maybe is worse you know, given the age gap. But I did flick off a child because, I'll explain, and it'll make sense, because that child owed me money, okay? I was farming a child for money and then flipping them off. So you get it now? It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Look at IBDW's tweet. Can you link it? I don't have it. Listen, so from the moment J-Mook appeared on stage, I stood up in my chair, I turned around to the crowd and I said, I will bet any amount of money on any game for J-Mook. Wait, is audio fixed? We're good? So, now, the first set that J-Mook appeared was J-Mook versus Nunn, which generally most people thought Nunn would win. Nunn was like the favorite. He was higher seed. He's more well-known. He's beaten Music King. And so I made a fuck ton of money off of J-Mook Nunn. I made a fuck ton of money, dude. I was taking $20 bills from all these different kids. What's IBDW's tweet? Let me see right here. Let's see. What is it? Oh, you can see. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'll show you right now. IBW's tweet. You can see me. Pride. Okay? Just pure pride on that face. There's Axe. There's Master. There's Scar. This is after J-Mook beat IBDW. But anyway, these are all the children back there that I was farming for cash. And so I was taking all bets. And I was doing well when J-Mook was winning. But later on, dude, there is these two fucking kids who were pooling their money to bet against me. And they lost all their first bets, but they kept coming back. And they kept coming back with these fucking wild ass offers. And I felt no. One of them was like a psychic level kid. One of them was like probably, I don't know, 17 to 22, that range. But one of them looked like psychic. One of them was a kid. And they were like pooling their money together, and they'd walk up to my chair in the front row and be like, okay, how about 7-1 Hungry Box 3-0s or something like that. Just some random fucking bet where they always got crazy odds. It was always like, okay, fucking Marth will take 8 stocks in this next set, and we get 90-1. And I'm like, what? Who am I betting on? Which side? Just tell me, we'll go 1-1. But, you know, I was already up money, so I was taking a lot of these bets. And the big one I lost was the final bet, which I think was like 5-1 or 7-1. Maybe it was just 3-1. Either way, I got bad odds. It was odds against me, and they were like, Zane's going to 3-0 J-Mook in the finals. And I was like, bro, J-Mook ain't getting 3-0'd in the finals. I'll bet you on that. Stupid little kid. And then J-Mook picks Fox game 3, and I like feel like someone punched me in the gut, dude. I feel like I got punched in the gut when J-Mook switched to Fox. Anyway, so I think I was about even on the day just because I won so much early, but then I punted it all back. But anyway, yeah, I was gambling with kids, and the reason I was flicking people off was because some guy told me that some guy bet me that IBDW would 3-0 J-Mook. That's what the bet was. They were like, IBDW's going to 3-0 J-Mook. J-Mook's getting owned here. And I was like, dude, listen, IBDW's good. He's not going to 3-0 him. I'll take my boy. And he was like, dude, J-Mook's about to get his ass beat. It's over. And he bet me on that. So it was the easiest bet I made. And I flipped him off because he was like talking shit about J-Mook. And then right after game 1, that means I won the bet. And then he ended up getting the 3-0 himself. Hi, Atrioc. I was one of the kids who bet you. Hi. Congratulations on. I think we went even, right? I was confident in IBDW. Well, maybe I wasn't flipping you off. I was flipping somebody off. So yeah, I was flipping somebody off, and that was the story. But anyway, after every sick combo that J-Mook would do, Aiden would run over to my seat and we would hug like the war was ending. We were in the front row of the tournament hugging and crying. And it's like, I don't even fucking like Aiden Sheik half the time, dude. I've talked many shit on Aiden Sheik. But on this day, it was like J-Mook was the Sheik that was promised, is what I said. And that's me being a Game of Thrones nerd. That nerd. I've been watching so much Game of Thrones, and they keep saying the prince that was promised. And I was like, J-Mook is the Sheik that was it was like stuck in my head all weekend. He's the chosen one, dude. He's the Sheik that was promised. We've always wanted a Sheik that didn't hate playing Sheik. Because every good Sheik in the history of Melee has hated playing it. Like, Mutaking would always play Sheik and then, like, switch whenever it got hard. And he'd always say, like, yeah, Sheik's bad. He would always, like, switch off. And, like, Plup was like, yeah, I'll play Sheik, but when there's a hard opponent, I'll switch to Fox. Like, he wouldn't stick with it. And, like, J-Mook was, like, the one who's like, I like playing Sheik. I'm good at playing Sheik. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was just different. It was like, wow, he loves the character and he's innovating. He's pushing it. Yeah, I know. When J-Mook switched, it made me really sad. But he said he's never doing it again. So anyway, that's why. So we were literally, I'm not kidding, we were hugging. We were hugging like the end of World War II. By the way, I was there. Similar feeling. Very, very similar, just a euphoria in the crowd. You can see it during the Nun J-Mook set. If you have a clip, if you have a link. If anyone has a clip, I'd love to see it because I can't remember. I haven't seen the actual footage, so I don't know what they showed. But like we were high-fiving, hugging, like screaming, did you see that? And then we were like pointing out random shit like, look at his posture. His posture is better. You can't stop his posture. Look at the water jug. He's better hydrated. We were This is the first Melee tournament I watched, and it was pretty hype. It was great. It was just an awesome tournament. I mean, it was sick. And you know what? When Mango didn't make top 8, I was nervous. Because I've been to a lot of Melee tournaments, and there's a simple binary test on whether a top 8's hype. Did Mango make it? If yes, top 8 could be pretty good. If no, usually Hungry Box wins, and it's like, oh, okay. It's like very or Armada back in the day. And I'm not saying they could never be hyped without him. It was just like, that was the easiest way to know. Mango being in top 8 was the easiest way to know you get some good sets. And so he didn't make it, and I was worried, but it was awesome. It was a great top 8. It was a really good sign for Melee's future. As an outsider, I kind of just like the Mango riding and H-Box hating. Yeah, most outsiders think that way. Like the Reddit community really hated Mango for a minute and loved H-Box. Listen, I think the more you get to know Mango, the more you love him. That's my experience. He's a character, but he's got the most heart for the scene. That's my honest opinion. And I got no problem with H-Box. I just love Mango. And I do have a problem with watching Puff. Nothing against H-Box, but watching Puff grind out a tournament is often really, really exhausting for me. So I just don't. It's not fun. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It makes more sense if you play the game. Yeah. But you don't have to play the game to know like that watching H-Box LOD is not as fun as watching like J-Mook Nun or something. Mango was happy seeing empty seats. He said that because it was out. No, dude. The top 8, first of all, sold out. But I think because of the way when they had to move the venue, like they moved the event a few months back due to COVID. Some people didn't make their flights or whatever. So, but it was rowdy in there. It was packed and it was rowdy. No, I know he said it. I'm saying no, it's not true. I don't think people did that. I don't think anyone flew out and was like, I'll skip top 8. Even though I bought it. I just think some people didn't. And I think Mega was more joking than anything. What is Hugs' tweet? Let's see. A ton of my negative associations with the scene vanish when I hang out with real life humans. Yeah, totally. I mean, it was really fun. Although I will say, look, the scene's changing. There's a lot of new people. Usually when I would, like in 2015, 16 or whatever, I would go to a Melee tournament and I know everybody. I'd walk around, I'm like, hey. I walk around this tournament, you know, I know people. I know a lot of the faces, but there's a ton of new people. There's a ton of Slippy kids that are coming up. So it's exciting. It's cool. So I gotta keep learning new people's faces. Zachary, thank you for the 8 months. Yo, Atrioc, I was thinking about going to Pound as it's only a few miles from where I live. Never been to a tournament. Think I should go? Yeah, I do. Listen, I met a lot of people who told me it was their first tournament and had a great time. I feel like it's hard to have a bad time. Although, I will say, if you are uncomfortable, I think you should go with some friends. Or like a friend. You should go. You can go completely alone, but it's hard. It's just hard. I don't know. I would go with someone else. If you have one friend or more that you can go with, that's the best way. And then you meet people and then go with big. But you can still go. You can still go as your first tournament and have a good time. It's just it's you have to be comfortable walking up to a setup and saying, "Hey, can I play or can I join in?" And then that's what you have to do. You and Aiden? Let's see what this clip is.
There's such a smart option there because you know that none was trying to act out of that.
Let's see.
Such a smart option there because you know that none was trying to act out of that knockdown situation as quickly as possible. Yeah. So throwing out the down tilt.
Yeah, there's me right there.
Wow. Up 2-0.
Okay, so you can see it right here. You can see it right here, dude. Yeah, first I popped the fuck off.
Option there because you know that none was trying to act out of that knockdown situation as quickly as possible.
Let's go.
Yeah. So throwing out the down tilt.
Who's like way over here,
smart.
runs up to me, grabs me by the collar and says, "Did you see that? Did you see that? Edge cancel down here!" Shit was so fun. It was a great energy, dude. I had a real great time.
Good from J Moog. I'm just insanely impressed by his edge guarding, but you know, as confident.
Yeah, that was a blast. Oh, it was a blast. Blocking the view of people. It turns out I didn't stand up during the set, dude. I popped off when kills happened. J-Mook got great hair. Honestly, good thing to wear the hat. Yeah, it's one thing. Like, dude, J-Mook's hair, you want to cover that up with an Enron hat? He's not balding like me. He doesn't need an Enron hat. You got hair like this, you let it fly, King. You got the fucking posture. He wants to intimidate his opponent. So I listen, I respect his decision. I think it made sense. You want to be absolutely in your element for your first big top 8. And I think he did. He did a great job. A Sigma tank top though? Dude, if I had any, he probably would have worn that. A little Sigma tank. Actually, the problem is we sold so many, I don't know if I could find him one, you know? It's like they sold too well. It's like there's too many in circulation. I don't know if no one wants to give them up. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what the future of Gambit Esports and Jmook, but I'm sure it'll be something. Anyway, that was mostly all of Genesis. I got to hang out with a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a while. I really had a good time. I don't know if there's any more stories, but it was just a fun time hanging out, celebrating. We went to, this is a random story, but I'll tell it because it's interesting. By the way, I went to dinner, and one of the people at the dinner was Zane, who ended up winning the tournament. And I asked Zane the night before, I was like, bro, what do you think about Jmook? He's like, yeah, Jmook's really good. I was like, you think he could beat you? And he looks me dead in the eye and goes, no. Like pure Giga Chad. And I was like, okay, but come on. He's fucking good, bro. Like, he could beat you. And he was like, no. And I was like, what odds? What odds would you give it, though? Like, come on. What, you know, if you get played him in 100 sets or whatever, he's like 10%. If he's on a good day for him, 10%. And I was like, damn, bro. By the way, at that point when he said that, Jmook had never lost a set to Marth ever. Jmook had never lost a set to Marth ever on stage. I mean, on a tournament. And Zane said 10%. He was 31-0. 31-0 going into day 2, and Zane said 10% chance. And Zane beat him, dude. Zane beat the brakes off him. But he was Giga Chad. But anyway, at this dinner, so we're at a place called Original Joe's, which is like one of the weirdest restaurants I've ever been to in my life. And I want to order breakfast for dinner because I'm quirky like that. I had my spork and I held it up and I said, can I get some breakfast? And the waitress looked around to make sure like her manager wasn't around. And she goes, we're not really known for, because I asked her if they still serve breakfast. We're not really known for our breakfast. Like, you can get it. You're not going to have a good time. So I was like, okay, oh shit. All right, I'll get the burger. I'll have a burger. So she really warned me off of, because I've never had that happen to me. I've never had a waitress like warn me that their food was going to be awful. And it's like, I was ordering like bacon and eggs, dude. It's like, if she thinks the bacon and eggs were going to be bad, like, how do you fuck that up? They're not. Anyway, I do appreciate her. I do appreciate her. But what's funny is, so I don't know if you guys know Tafikins. Maybe you do. Anyway, Tafo's like my old Melee coach. He also coached Mango at one point. He's a legend in the Melee scene. And Tafo was sitting near me, and he ordered the same thing, the Original Joe burger. He pointed to it. Can I have the Original Joe? But he pointed to the burger. And she comes back with, apparently, there are 2 items in the menu called Original Joe. The Original Joe burger and the Original Joe, which is like a disgusting combination of weird green mush. I don't even know what it was. It had no meat in it. It had no carbs in it. It was just like a weird green mush that filled up a big circular plate. I really don't know what it was. Why are those both named the same thing? It was like a pea patty. I don't know what. I don't know. No, it was not split pea soup. It was not a soup. It was a solid. It was a solid. It was like Shrek's shit. Anyway, he gets that, and it's the end of the night. So he's like, I ordered a burger. And she's like, oh, you got the Original Joe, right? And he's like, well, I wanted the Original Joe burger. And and Tafo's like the nicest human ever. He's like the nicest, like, oh, no trouble kind of guy. He's like, oh. She's like, oh, I'll take it back. She's like, I'll take it back. I'll get you a burger. He's like, oh, no trouble. I don't want you to have to fire up the grill again. I'll eat this. So he looks down at his disgusting plate of disgusting food, and he like grabs his fork and he's like ready to dig into it. And it's like, come on. That's nice of you, but come on. And then she comes back and she's like, here, I'll make it better for you. And she comes back with a plate full of mushrooms. Not like 10 mushrooms. I'm talking about like 60 to 70 mushrooms. And dumps it on his food. She dumps 70, like she covers it. Top to bottom with This is 100% factual. I am changing no aspects of this story. Anyone there will confirm. She dumped 70 mushrooms on top of his green mush. And Tafo just picks up his fork and starts to dig in, dude. What a fucking trooper. If you're expecting a classic burger and you eat that for dinner, did he like it? I think not, but he didn't say it. He didn't finish, I'll tell you that. If it was really good, he would have finished, you think. He didn't finish. That was the breakfast. That was the original Joe's bacon and eggs. Did the mushrooms make it better? We could ask him. I'll ask him. We could ask him right now. Wait, where's my phone? Let me see if I can call Tafo. Bro, I literally can't find my phone. Whatever. We'll get Tafo on sometime to talk about his original Joe's mushroom story. No, I didn't go to get coffee because I don't drink coffee. Anyway, like I said, if you're just joining, there was a guy at the tournament who grabbed my arm and said, yo, coffee cow, and gave me a large coffee cup filled with sour candy. And it was a surreal experience. It was surreal. It was a surreal experience. I've never had that happen. Ever. It's an experience I thought I'd never have in my entire life. Did I eat it? Of course. Yeah, it was good. It was truly a once-in-a-lifetime encounter. That was happening more than the original coffee cup. Anyway, original Joe's was whatever. I'm trying to think of anything else funny that happened. Dude, fuck. Dude, the Australian Smashers will not fucking stop doing bits at all times. They're just always trying to roast you. They're always trying to, everything's a bit. And I went over, and again, this guy, Sora, who was connecting me to Jmook for the possible sponsorship because he knows him better. He takes my phone. He takes my fucking phone, and he's trying to show me like where this tournament in Australia is. Oh, what is the Joe special? What, you guys found it? What is this? Ew, there it is. Ew, someone found it. Dude, this is literally it. This is the original Joe's. Makes me want to vomit. Oh, it makes me want to vomit just looking at it. Dude, it was so nasty. Like, imagine expecting and by the way, I have my burger. I'm sitting right next to Tafo, eating my big, crispy burger. Oh, nice bun, thick patty, just a regular classic with my fries. And he's eating this. Spinach and eggs. Covered in mushrooms, top to bottom. Yeah, I don't know. It was awful. It was awful, awful, awful. It looked bad. Yeah, I don't know. Just didn't look nor seem to taste good. It was World War II era struggle food. I'm glad they kept that around. As a veteran of World War II, that was one of the worst parts, by the way. That was one of the worst parts was that meal. Bottom 5 things about World War II. Wait, what was I talking about? I was talking about the Australians. So he takes my phone. By the way, he keeps saying in his stupid fucking accent the tournament's named Phantom, but he says Fanta. Fanta. He keeps saying fucking Fanta over and over. Come Phantom. We're gonna fly to Fanta. And so I thought he's talking about fucking a city named Fanta in Australia. And I'm like, what? I want to look up how much plane tickets are to Fanta, Australia. And I can't find it. And he won't say fucking Phantom, dude. And so I type in Fanta, and he's like, that's how you think you spell Phantom? And he's like trying to roast me for spelling Phantom wrong. I can spell Phantom. I know how to spell Phantom. You're not saying Phantom. You're saying fucking Fanta. And then I'm asking him, okay, fine. Well, then what CD is it in? But he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what fucking city the tournament in his own country's in. So he's like, take my phone, I'll find it. And then to find the fucking tournament, he Googles Phantom Australia, which, okay, is the stupidest fucking thing of all time because all you get is like Phantom of the Opera in the Sydney Opera. You're not going to get a fucking small melee tournament. If you Google Phantom Australia, you're not going to get a fucking local melee tournament. You fucking dumbass. So he's Googling on my phone the whole time, and I'm roasting him for this, but because Australians cannot just take a roast, he fucking opens my search history live. He's got my phone, and he's mad about me roasting him about not knowing whatever fucking city he's in. So he fucking opens my search history and just starts reading down it. Now, thankfully, there's nothing fucking untoward in it. But I did the fourth from the top. It was like normal. And then the fourth from the top was like I Googled like best Scooby-Doo movie or something like that, dude. It was like Scooby-Doo. I wish I had my fucking phone so I could find it. But it was like and he doesn't have any of the fucking context about the fucking Scooby-Doo. You know, I might watch it on stream. So he starts doing fucking Scooby-Doo voices. He's like, "Rat-roll, Raggy," in a stupid Australian voice. He won't shut the fuck up about it. Keeps doing a bunch of Scooby-Doo impressions for the next 5 fucking minutes. So it was very frustrating. But overall, I'll say it was a good time. And I did enjoy it. I did enjoy meeting them. I think I've met some of them before, but it was the first time I got to really kick it with them. This mammoth plate of food features 3 eggs, a half pound of meat, and then more than enough spinach. You have to play Jump King? Yeah, okay. I'll get right on it. Right after Elden Ring. Thoughts on Kendrick album announcement? Oh, baby! Dude, I'm so fucking stoked for Kendrick's new album. There's a Pusha T album like tonight, right? Or like in 2 days. There's a Pusha T album. There's a Kendrick album. There's a lot of shit. Yeah, it's about to be fucking awesome. I'm really stoked. Have you seen the movie Crimes of the Future? I have not. There's a JID album? Jeez. Hip Hop Heads eating. Swordman, thank you for the prime. I can't think of anything else from Genesis I want to say, but I just want to say overall I had a fucking fantastic time. I'd do it again. I'm going to go to more Melee stuff this year as it opens up. And I'm excited to meet people if anyone's there. I had a blast. Really cool time. Really cool time. I think we can do wins and fails now, but I'm also down to do the Reddit. Would you go to Evo if there's no Melee? No, I wouldn't. Fuck Evo. Did you end up paying for J-Mook's flights? I might for the future. It depends on if he gets a big boy sponsor. But we did connect. We talked about it. He just said he was a little nervous for Genesis, which is fine. Wins and fails? All right, we do wins and fails. No big deal. I'm down for wins and fails. It is, after all, a Targeting Tuesday. Let me change my title. Connor raid. No, it's not. Someone just said it. XQC raid. Gavatron, thank you for the 3 months. GRTS, thank you for the 3 months. Hey, Atrioc, love your content, but through the 2 years I've been watching you, I didn't realize we shared a birthday. Happy birthday to us both. That's hype. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for the birthday prime. I appreciate that. Smash Dwayne, thank you for the prime. Yak47, thank you for the 20 months. Blippy Jacob, I met Blippy in person. It was very nice to meet Blippy. He was shockingly normal in person. Sad to report. I was hoping more people that I meet would be really cringe in person so I could tell hilarious stories about them. But, but he is normal. Nice guy. Really unfortunate. If you guys don't start getting more cringe, I'll start lying. Okay? If I start meeting my editors in person and they're normal, I'll just make it up. If I meet Quack and he's a normal dude, I will say I'll say some wild shit about him. I will say he fucking had a head to toe Pickle Rick onesie. And he kept saying, "Ree," and asking for Szechuan sauce. And that was the cool part. That was the coolest part about him. And then everything else was cringe. Mello, thank you for the 16 months. Happy birthday, King. Love your stream. Always learn and laugh. Speaking of learning and laughing, let's get to the wins and fails. Tag yourself. Especially platforms like platform businesses like YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. They've all used a similar model when they're scaling up success. And that is make sure the old, rich, powerful people are looking the other way and don't understand, and then steal everything they can. Allow copyrighted content to run as free as possible while you're growing so you get users. Okay? Early YouTube, Twitch, even now, but especially early Twitch, Facebook, they're all like this, okay? You could post anything. You could post any copyrighted music, copyrighted video. They look the other way. It helps them scale to the big size. And then when they get big, they're more likely to crack down on it, and they can use the power they have to force the people that made the content before to make stuff on their platform. It's like, the music labels hated YouTube for a long time, and then YouTube got so big from stealing music that now YouTube can force music labels to have YouTube channels and a premiere on YouTube and use YouTube. You understand? Oh, Coney, thank you for the raid. Coney, it was great seeing you at Genesis. So Roblox has done the same thing, okay? Roblox is full. I'd say well over half of Roblox content is just stolen copyrighted content. They're just games made by child slaves to steal other popular games. There's like CSGO clones in Roblox. There's Sonic clones in Roblox. There's a million. It's like 90% plus, yeah. And that has allowed Roblox to grow rapidly. But now Roblox has gotten so big and so powerful, they can go back to these companies they've been ripping off and kind of make them pay and make them have to pay a toll to get access to this audience. And that's what they did now. Roblox is now getting an official Sonic the Hedgehog game backed by Sega called Sonic Speed Simulator. It's available for purchase now. Roblox gets a cut of this. There's no way Sega wants to go to a company that's been stealing Sonic assets for years and give them money. But they have to. They have to because Roblox is that big now. And if you want to access the youth of America, you have to go through Roblox. I think they're very young. And so the business model is paying off yet again. The platform business model of steal until you're big enough is working for Roblox. And this is just the beginning. Roblox is so popular and so intertwined with, young gamers that tons of other big publishers are going to be finding a way to get their brand officially on Roblox. They also got to fail because they also have to start cracking down on some things. Specifically, with this big piece of news that hit Roblox this week, when on an episode of The Kardashians. Wait.
Hold on.
Wait, give me my audio.
Will you look at this? What? Oh, hold on. Chloe, you look at this? What? Let me see.
I can put a pillow in the chair.
Chloe, come here. I feel like you're the only one that would understand.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'm not sure what this means. This is a character on Roblox, but it says... What? I know, that's why I said.
That's not my character, that's a game.
Oh, it's a game? Yeah. Oh, well then we're suing them if it's a game with my name and picture.
So, now, just using her likeness.
Hourly employees.
Wow, an Amazon ad. Thank you, Amazon.
Earn benefits that support themselves and their
What?
family.
Benefits working for Amazon? Like injuries in your... Anyway, yeah, so she said, oh, we're suing them. And that would have been an appropriate response, even if it was just her name and likeness. But actually, the game was called Kim Kardashian Sex Tape 2. And had photos of her previous sex tape. So not only was it targeting children, but it was with nudity of her. So, yeah, so Roblox, obviously sensing a PR disaster, has banished that developer. They've scrubbed everything. They nuked everything they've ever done and banned them. But obviously, this is the beginning of a trend of people starting to realize how much Roblox has gotten away with. It's happened with YouTube, it happened with Twitch, it's happening everywhere. Once something gets big enough, even though it's been isolated mostly to the youth or the tech literate, people in power will begin to realize that Roblox has been aping all of their stuff, and they're going to have to crack down more. But they think they've made it past the line. If you can get past the line of success, if you get big enough where it doesn't matter, then you can start to replace that with officially licensed stuff that they've paid for. So I think Roblox has edged out this interaction, but they are now hitting the mainstream of attention on lawsuits. The kid wants to see his own Genesis. That's not good. Okay, fail. Let's get another fail. I want to give a fail to the company that deserves a fail most of all in this past week. Can we get a resounding fuck you from everyone to Intuit TurboTax? Big ass fail, dude. Big ass fail. If you guys don't know, this past week was tax week, tax day here in the United States. And let me give you a brief history. I don't want to take too long on this, but a while ago, our government sort of realized that taxes were getting increasingly complicated for people that they didn't need to be. Because the IRS already knows for the vast majority of Americans how much they owe in taxes. It's already reported by their employer. The IRS has a number in mind. And so the government started to develop a free tax reporting software that would just tell you how much you owe, and you could add any deductions you needed to add and then submit. It would be a straightforward, free, seamless process. Many countries already do this. They were the models that our government was looking at. Intuit realized that would cost them a lot of money. So they drastically ramped up their lobbying spending and started paying politicians and paying lobbyists to slow this down or stop it. And eventually, the compromise that they agreed to, which there shouldn't have been a compromise, but the compromise they were able to force out of the government was this. Intuit TurboTax would not be competed with by the government. They wouldn't make their own free software as long as they would agree to offer a free version to the majority of Americans. And so Intuit said, hell yes, we'll offer a free version. Okay, but the thing they did is do everything possible to hide that the free version exists. In fact, they have multiple versions, all of which are advertised as quote unquote free, but often end in a charge. They have paid SEO people to remove everything on the website that would include it in a search engine. So the actual free version does not appear on Google no matter what. If you search Intuit TurboTax free, you get their quote unquote free version, which is not free. You can't get the free one. So they have a bunch of ways to stop it. And by the way, their free version is also still confusing and still hard to use compared to what it could be. And so I give the fail to them. There's this funny post. Someone made this post clicking random buttons on TurboTax with Miley Cyrus looking looking confused and wistful and forlorn, which I thought was a great tweet. And then TurboTax responded and said, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Trying to be quote unquote relatable. Cool for them, I guess. And then he responded and said, yeah, like when you tell everyone it's going to be free. Bitch! Bitch, get on! Anyway, incredibly cringe. Intuit TurboTax is, it's a symptom of a larger problem of, corporate lobbying and the ability to buy political sway that causes us to be unable to make progress in almost anything, regardless of right or left in this country. No matter who's in power, we can't make progress because we can't go up against anybody with money. And TurboTax is one of the best symptoms of the problem because they're just a monopoly that has doesn't update their product or make it any better in years because they have no competition and they can't be forced out by a better alternative. So it's really lame, but thankfully, you know what? Times aren't so bad because we can still own these brands on Twitter. So it's a win for us, really. You know what I'm saying? Who cares if we can't prosecute them? We can't charge them with antitrust. We can't make any meaningful legal progress on changing the way they are. We can always ratio them, dude. Yes! Yes! That's what it's about. And that's the real win. Speaking of getting ratioed on Twitter, I saw I don't know if it's because I'm starting to enter a new tax bracket myself. I got some weird promoted tweets, and I wanted to show you one of them. There is apparently an organization called the American Property Owners Alliance, which is essentially rich landlords who have made one of these political action committees, and they spend money on Twitter ads to try and convince people that, we shouldn't build more affordable housing, we shouldn't have rent control, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, they have a lot of cringe tweets. But one of them got promoted to me that I thought was extra funny because it said, RT if you're a property manager committed to protecting your investment and your tenants. Hashtag owners and neighbors. And it got, with paid, literally 0 RTs, 0 likes. Now, if you spend money, you can almost guarantee at least some likes. It'll put it in front of thousands, 100,000 people until somebody likes it. And this was promoted in my feed. Like, I was seeing this. And nobody saw it. So I'm glad to see the landlords are using their rent money that they've gotten appropriately and responsibly for brilliant ads like this. This is world's easiest ratio. Look, I just ratioed it. Oh, shit. Woo! Feels good, baby. That's all it takes to beat the landlords back. That's all it takes. So, fail on them. Not necessarily the most effective marketing. A lot of fails this week. Let me get you one more fail while we're on that subject. Actually, that's a good segue because speaking of not effective marketing, This will be both a win and a fail. It is a fail on behalf of Taco Bell, and I suppose a win on behalf of Doja Cat. Because this past week, and I'm a man that watches ads every week of my life, this past week I saw the worst influencer campaign of all time. The worst ad read of all time. Doja Cat was required to do a Mexican pizza rap for Taco Bell, which would have been cringe enough. But then, before it went up, she posted this on TikTok.
Look, y'all, I just woke up, and I'm aware that I look like this. Look, y'all, I just woke up, and I'm aware that I look like this. So that's settled. The next thing is, I gotta do this fucking... You gotta be quiet, though. You can't tell anybody that I told you this. I gotta do this fucking TikTok where I do, like... And everybody keeps calling it a jingle. It's for Taco Bell, and I gotta just fucking jingle. By the way, I banned that word within my team, jingle. We're not allowed to say that. But I have to do a jingle. They want me to rap about Mexican pizza. So I just want to give you a heads up before you see that shit. Just know. It's contractual.
Can you imagine being Taco Bell and spending millions of dollars to get her to do this?
Look, y'all.
And getting your marketing team in meetings with her team and like bouncing ideas and then paying, and then she writes the contract, and then right before it goes up, she posts this. Now let's listen to see how this Mexican pizza, where did it, oh, it's gonna be hard to find. Oh, here it is, right here, here it is.
Hi, I made a song about Mexican pizza because I love it so much. I wish that Taco Bell didn't discontinue it a year ago, and this led me to this monstrosity of a beat that I just made.
You can just tell she's into it. You can tell she's really got the passion.
I hope you like it, and if you don't, I understand. So let's go.
She's so into it.
I got beans, I need meat, I need a shell with the sauce and cheese. Give you hell if you cross me, we bout to throw hands if you want try me. This ain't been new, I will end you if you ever dare to go discontinued. I don't share when I read from menu. Y'all want everything I eat, I've been
actually though.
Yes, I eat,
Woo!
I eat.
Actually though.
I like my pizza but refried beans. Peep my ad, search YouTube. This ain't even Mexican food, but I don't care when the clock hits 2 a.m. p.m. if that is
Wait a minute, is that bars?
Mexican pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Holy shit.
Mexican pizza
that was
is the pizza. Yeah, yeah. Give me my pizza, y'all. Give me my pizza. Hi. I made a...
Wow, what an authentic read. My God. Woo! Kendrick, watch out. Can I say? Kendrick, if I was Kendrick, I'd push my release date back. Give that some clear air. You don't want to be compared to that come the Grammys. Actually makes you want Mexican pizza. Well, end of the day, you know what? It got 35 million views and was kind of ironically funny. So it's not actually the worst influencer campaign. The worst ones are one where they post like the most boring basic copy and it gets 4 likes and you wasted your money. This is better than that, but the pre-tweet calling it absolutely cringe and saying you don't want to do it and it's purely contractual. Whether or not it ended up being decently effective is not what you want to see on the marketing team, because you have to show your boss that, and you spend all this money, and they get mad. It's not what you want to see. Nickelodeon gonna sue somebody. Oh, what does it say? This is the line from Taco Bell's website. Doja Cat, the voice of the Taco Bell people, was one of the first to confirm the news this past weekend when she literally dropped the mic with hot news of the Mexican pizza's return this May. It'd be worse if she said that. You know what? Thank God she wrote the copy, because that that's pretty cringe. How is the marketing team at fault? She agreed to it back on it. No, they're not at fault. The marketing team is not at fault. I'm just saying they are going to be in trouble because they didn't handle it. They didn't cover that base. It's a bad look for Taco Bell. Because it shows that she doesn't give a shit about. Why did she agree to it all? Oh, I don't know. Why would an influencer agree to do an ad read? What possible reason? Oh, let's try to brainstorm, chat. Let's put our heads together. What possible reason would an influencer have to ever do an ad read on their channels? You think it's pure love for Mexican pizza, maybe? That could be it. That's one. Is it the passion? Maybe that could be it. The exposure of being affiliated with Taco Bell? That could be it. Couldn't be money, could it? It couldn't be huge amounts of money for 12 minutes of work, could it? No, that would be disingenuous. Anyway, I wanted to shut that out as they win and they fail for one of the most interesting influencer campaigns I've ever seen. Speaking of influencers, let's talk about Dream, who's had quite a couple weeks. I haven't even as the world's biggest Dream fan, I haven't been able to follow all the drama, but I can tell you one thing. I'll tell you who has been following it. The Dream Out drama. And that is the official Tumblr account. The official Tumblr account was hanging out in the fuck Dream hashtag Dream Out space Twitter Spaces. Maybe chiming in, maybe making their own points, or defending Dream. Who knows? So I made that a win. Staying active in discussions. And then I wanted to do, let's see here. Oh, so I've been talking about inflation and a lot of shortages happening. And I also talked about, my crazy flight experience. And I thought it was pretty funny when I saw that gas is now getting so expensive that for some shorter range flights, American Airlines is putting passengers on buses. They also don't have enough pilots. So if you buy a flight to somewhere close enough, they're putting you on a fucking rebranded Greyhound. Which is pretty fucking funny. Yeah, I thought I'd have a win to ingenuity on that one. And then, did I have one more? Oh, yeah. Well, this leads into my mini marketing Monday. So, listen, that's probably the wins and fails. But I have a final win or fail, maybe a whale. Oh, wait, one more. Let's end on a nice one. Let's end on a win. Okay? I always like seeing good PR in the wild. I'm always watching people that know how to do good crisis management, good public relations. How do they answer tough questions from reporters? How do they deflect and adapt? And there was a model that got caught on camera kissing Timothée Chalamet at Coachella and was asked about it. And she had this response. Everyone is asking me if I was kissing Timothée Chalamet at Coachella, and that is a good question, her statement continues. But a great question would be asking why our world leaders, why the Earth is now losing 1.2 trillion tons of ice each year due to global warming, and why climate crisis reform has been completely ineffective. I encourage you to contact your local representatives and ask them that. That is good. That is good. Because who wants to be the idiot still talking about celebrity gossip after that? That's genius. That is genius. That's extremely well played. And it's also effective activism. Yeah, it's a win-win. So I liked the cut of her jib on that one. Well played. And it's a perfect parry. It is a perfect parry. It is truly a perfect parry. So I gave that a win. People could learn from that. I think that's all for my wins and fails. But I wanted to I actually have one more fail. But I don't want to talk too much about it. This is a tease. My final fail is the people over at Netflix who are having, let's see, one of the worst stock plunges in the company's history. But I am going to be doing a full Marketing Monday, updating on the streamer wars. They lost a quarter of the company's value after hours today. A quarter. Tens of billions of dollars. Something like, I don't know, like 30 to 40 billion dollars of value. Because they reported that they are, instead of gaining subscribers like they promised, in fact, losing subscribers. Not even slowing growth, literally negative growth. Subscribers are leaving. They lost 200,000 subscribers in this past quarter globally, among other increasing levels of competition. Now, I'm going to go into this in a lot more detail, but I want to let you know that it's a fail on Netflix's part. And they are entering a tougher era. A tougher era. And it explains a lot of what they're trying to do with password crackdowns. Okay, they have to get back from this, but we'll talk about it more later. Let's get into today's topic with my final win and fail. And segue. We need to talk about the most important thing in the world. Okay? There is nothing in the world, not even just business, not even just marketing. There is nothing in the world more important than this piece of marketing news. And that, of course, is Ninja's rebrand. Oh!
Hi guys, what's going on? All right, everyone.
What's going on, YouTube?
All right, dude.
Ninja is cracked. First game of the stream, 25 kills.
Let's go, baby!
Same Ninja.
It's official!
Ninjoy! Ninjoy!
Hi guys,
let's go! Now we're all diehard Ninja fans here, don't get me wrong. But as my final fail, I have to give it to this rebrand, dude. So today we're going to talk about Ninja's rebrand and also some of the best and worst rebrands of all time. That is today's topic. And I want to go into this one because I think it's an example of, a lot of textbook things I think done wrong. And now again, logos are very subjective. And I think people often, claim fact on certain parts of logos when there is no fact there. And people who are really designer types will say all sorts of inane bullshit to justify, minor tweaks in fonts. And none of it really means much. The most important part of a logo is that it's distinct. Whether or not it's cool, whether or not it's sexy, whether or not it's anything, as long as it's distinct, people can recognize that it means your thing. And then if your thing is good and they like your thing, then the logo will be good. It'll grow on them. An ugly logo that has a great product that people learn to associate with it over time is going to be great. A great logo with a shit product, it's not going to mean shit. It doesn't matter. So the logo is only a marker, and that's the most important thing. But when you've already built a lot of what we call brand equity, a lot of associations and fan connection with a certain color scheme and a certain branding, rebranding like this is extremely, almost always suboptimal. It's not a great idea. And then when they do it in this way where it it just looks worse. It just looks worse. This is already, this confusing font choice, the thing and enjoy. This is, you're a Twitch streamer, and this is like extremely close to the Prime logo. Now, maybe it's all part of a subtle plan to farm more Primes. Maybe if they see the Prime logo more often on your stream. What changed actually? Always backing on his stream, always headers, always banners. You can see right here up at the top. This is his new banner. This is his new look. I think the idea was, a lot of companies, there's two real reasons to do a rebrand, or two main reasons that happen. One of them is when a company is failing. Okay, when a company's going through hard times, they're starting to lose sales, they panic. And they think the first solution is radical change in marketing. Often it's a much bigger systemic problem that means their product are less relevant or they're being outcompeted. But often companies that are floundering or in a bad position will try a Hail Mary desperate rebrand. You can think, a great example is Facebook into Meta. That's an iconic example, but there's many throughout history. Many examples of a company thinking like, a logo change will change us. A good example actually is probably, I might talk about it in a bit, but it's the JCPenney logo. Sears, JCPenney, all these companies that were like, malls were failing, their stores were failing, and they're like, if we rebrand though, that'll fix it. And it didn't do shit, okay? But it's like, that's the desperation play. That's one way. A good reason to do a rebrand, is if the content you're creating, if the product you're creating, the service you're creating, or whatever you do as a business is changing dramatically. If something about it is changing in a serious way, and you want to signify that to consumers, then a rebrand is one of the best ways to sort of break through and change their mental models. Because you kind of interrupt that loop they have where they see logo, think a certain thing. That's basically the only two good reasons to do it. Every other time, and then the third reason that happens a lot is just doing it to do it. So CMOs, which is chief marketing officers, have the lowest, the word is tenure. Is there any way? They spend the lowest amount of time in their jobs. CMOs are often hired and then fired within 5 years, often 3 to 4. CMOs have the shortest lifespan of their job. If you hire a chief financial officer, he might be with the company for 20 years. But many companies hire a chief marketing officer, and the guy or girl doesn't last. Highest turnover is a great way to say it. Among executives, CMOs have the highest turnover. And so every time a new chief marketing officer comes in or a new top marketing hire is made, they want to sort of plant their flag. They want to be like, okay, whatever the old person did, that's whack. Let's change it up. And so they'll tweak the logo for no real reason at all. This happens at a lot of companies, and it ends up with a lot of pointless bullshit small rebrands that don't do or mean anything or are often bad. But again, in general, a rebrand will be negative. Negative in the short term. There's almost no rebrands, even the good ones, that have had positive feedback. People don't like change on things they're used to, and it will often cause less brand recall. People, less likely to remember your product and service. People feeling a little out of shape, out of whack, out of sorts, whatever. It's never like positive. And so the only reason you should do it is if you're changing a service and have a long-term growth, it's going to be better. But if your product doesn't change, there's no point in doing it. So Ninja, I think here, is trying to signify that he's doing more adult stuff. I don't mean porn. I mean, like, I think he's done kid-friendly stuff for a long time. And I think he wants to, you know, swear more and sell merch to people other than kids. I think that's the plan. But I gotta say, given what Ninja had, I mean, Ninja had the ability to sell, you know, books and sweaters and Ninja hair in Walmarts, in like big box retailers across the country. I think this is probably a foolish choice. And I'm just discounting the fact that the logo doesn't look very good. You know, it doesn't look nearly as clean. It's less recognizable. It's less readable. This is just not iconic at all compared to his old, the iconic Ninja face that everyone, I mean, look, Ninja logo. Look. Compare this, dude. Whether or not you associate that with kids, it's more memorable. And the blue and yellow was an iconic color scheme that he sort of owned. It was a space that he owned. It's just better. It's just better. And so this is not distinct enough to stand out. And I think he's really throwing away what he built during his peak Fortnite years to sort of, I don't know. Is this like the logo of a League of Legends? Like, what is this logo for? What is it representing, and why should people care over the old one? I think it's a big mistake. And to riff off that, I don't want to rip on Ninja forever. I think it's just a bad idea. But I want to do a larger discussion on some of the biggest rebrand fails in marketing history. So I picked up a couple. I picked up some of the best ones and some of the worst ones. And I want to give you an example of just some of the things you might consider. Oh, wow. That's bright. Let's see if I can. Okay, we'll try this. Okay. So, first up, one of the ones I always like to talk about is the Pepsi logo redesign. Not because it's particularly bad, but because it literally accomplished nothing and cost a fuck ton of money. This was a massive undertaking by a new CMO there. They spent $1 million for the logo alone, but many more millions on the agency they contracted for it. And the design agency they hired to make this quote-unquote massive change to Pepsi sent them like a 300-page document explaining the deep, intricate details of this logo and why it was so important. And they linked this by the way, they said this logo was bad, and their new logo was linked to Hindu tradition, the Parthenon, the Mona Lisa, Earth's gravitational field, and sun's radiation. that consumers would feel all of those associations when they saw the new brand, which also evoked the thought of a smile. It actually, the estimated total cost of this rebranding was $1.2 billion over 3 years, plus $1 million for the logo alone. And their market share dropped against Coke. So, you know, it's just the perfect example of the most inane marketing bullshit. You know, it's kind of stuff, it's not marketing that I'm the most I like to laugh at, because, you know, all the justifications were pretty whack. The only thing that matters is what the consumers think when they first see it. It's basically the same thing. In fact, if you've ever seen, here's a good thing for you guys to realize. When consumers try to draw brand logos from memory, this is what they do. Here's an example. This is Burger King drawn from memory. Okay? Burger King advertises all the time. We all think we know it from memory. When people try to draw it, they're kind of close, right? But in general, they're not, you know, they only have sort of a rough. They only know it when they see it. And so when you think about how kind of close they are, this is basically the same logo. Like, if you ask someone to draw the Pepsi logo, they almost can't tell the difference. It accomplished nothing and cost them a lot of money and did nothing. Even the Apple logo, which is incredibly simple. If you ask someone to draw it from memory, look. Let's see if I gotta. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. This is asking 100 people to draw the Apple logo from memory. Not quite that accurate. You know what I'm saying? And the Apple logo is incredibly easy. People don't have nearly as much recall as you think they have. They can recognize it when they see it, but it's not like as deeply ingrained as people expect. And so these minor changes are mostly just ass kissing. You know, it's mostly just it's wasting time and money. It's shuffling papers around, looking busy. If you're not changing the consumer experience in any way, then there's just no real point. So Pepsi's one of the worst examples. Another terrible example was the Gap. The Gap logo was pretty iconic for a long time. And you have to remember, what the logo looks like is less important than what it conveys. And the Gap was targeting a certain consumer. Basically like a middle-class consumer that wanted safe, nice clothes. Like sort of the appearance of kind of a higher end, but at an affordable price. That's what Gap was going. And so they had this iconic, safe, traditional logo that had a connotative air of luxury. And they went with this random, incredible... I mean, Helvetica is the most common font in the corporate world forever. For like 60 years. So this is the most forgettable logo of all time. And it got such a backlash and such a hit to their sales, they abandoned it after like, I want to say like almost 6 days. They did this entire big redesign. They announced it. And then within 6 days, they rolled everything back to this logo. So if you don't recognize it, that's not, you can, that's why. This is actually, if you're studying, one of the worst redesigns ever done. This random square, which means nothing. Just imagine this logo on something. It's got absolutely no connection to anything. And this logo had built some equity and was pretty great. Nougat looks like a shitty 2000s tech company. Yeah, it does. You're absolutely right. So that was pretty terrible. Next up, we have this one, which I thought was interesting because there's an interesting story here. So I think the Xerox logo, the old one's not that great. And in fact, the new letters I thought were pretty cool. But this is like an early 2000s, like this is like 2002, 2003, back when this whack stuff was all the rage. Throwing this random Xbox 360 clone. Why? Where did this fucking come from? But then I thought about it more and I was like, they're Xerox. They're a copying company. If they just copy someone else's logo and change the color, it's almost on brand. It's almost genius. So maybe I liked it a little bit more. But again, this was actually pretty terrible. And I think they reverted it as well. It's let me see what Xerox's current logo is. No, I think they still have it. Wow, insane. Insane. Oh yeah, no, look. I'm pretty sure they dropped the logo. I think they dropped the ball because if you look at their website, it's just the font, which I think is great. The font's pretty good, but the random red ball was such an artifact of the 2000s. So they got rid of that. Terrible rebrand. I talked about this before. JCPenney, again, same kind of thing as Gap. It's like who you're targeting, and they were targeting like middle-aged women, and they were doing an air of slight luxury and history and respectability, and they tried to make it like, I don't know, edgier or fancier. This looks like a architecture company. It looks like a design firm or an architecture company, and it collapsed. I mean, it was completely ineffective. Why were squares so popular? Listen, I have no idea. It's just a random square, and again, it's not like it doesn't look. It looks fine on its own. It's not like this is like an incredible logo, but it's like if you're gonna change, you automatically default will lose customers. And so JCPenney did a random logo change while they were bleeding customers. And all it does is make your problems way worse. because their current customers who still like JCPenney were put off by the new logo, which connoted a different thing than what the company did. They didn't change the product. It was still like, affordable mid-range clothing for like, older women. And so it did nothing but turn them away while not encountering anybody new. They didn't fix the problems, and it led to a disaster. But I want to end by showing you, I have a couple good ones that I'll show you, but I want to show you the biggest fail. This is probably maybe the worst rebrand that I've ever seen from a big company. This was Tropicana, where they rebranded not only their logo, but their entire box design and got rid of the orange on the orange juice box. And again, we're looking at this up close, but from a distance, this was even more unrecognizable to stand out as a Tropicana orange juice. It is literally studied as one of the worst rebrands of all time, caused an immediate, not only backlash from consumers, but an immediate day one drop in sales as people couldn't even find Tropicana on the shelves and just started buying different orange juice. There was so much to like about this design. Clean, literal, delicious looking orange in the front, colored squares showing what the type of it is. Look, I'm going to show you the full package. They have all these different variants. This is bad alone, but think about how many variants of juice Tropicana has. There's the no pulp, some pulp, lots of pulp, calcium, low acid, all with the colored square. This looks all the same. From a quick checkout, if you're moving fast to the grocery store, it was completely unrecognizable. The orange juice looked less appealing, looked kind of sickly on the white background. It was just bad. The only good thing about this box is that they made the cap look like an orange. Instead of this orange cap, they had the orange cap, and they kept that. So, within, within weeks, they had lost 20% of their sales. Like, they were just moving less units of orange juice immediately, which is an immediately bad effect of a rebrand. It was a massive disaster. They had to make a website called How to Find Tropicana. Because instead of backpedaling and undoing the logo, they made a website to explain how consumers could find their product in grocery stores. And when that didn't work, they had to roll it back. And the only thing they kept was this cool orange cap, which is the one good part of it. This like orange themed cap. But total disaster. It was designed around looking cool. And again, if you look at it in isolation, if you weren't thinking about the use case or about the consumer, you might think this one looks kind of cool. I mean, it's maybe from design principles, it makes more sense. But from ease of use, like, what is this product? What am I buying? How do I distinguish it from other products? How do I know the brand versus everything else on the shelf? This is so much better. It hits ease of use. It's like functional, consumer-centric design, and this is like fancy marketing speak design. And it clearly fucked them over. Now I want to show you 3 logos that were hated when they were launched. Again, almost every logo is hated when they're launched, but I think have stood the test of time. So Instagram, Slack, and Airbnb were all hated. But again, almost every rebrand is hated. I can't think of one where there was like universal positive reaction. And I found some of the quotes. This new logo is a travesty. This may well go down as one of the biggest design fails of the year. This new logo looks like a swastika made of dicks, and now I can't unsee it. I challenge you to name a sexual area not evoked by the logo. But in fact, I think these have stood the test of time. I think they are, they've won out. I don't think there's a problem. They haven't hurt the company. It helps that all these companies are dominant market share and have products that have continued to get better for their target consumer. So like, even if you didn't like it at first, there's nowhere else you could go. Whereas if you don't like this, you can easily buy different orange juice immediately. But I think they've grown on people, and they're not really as bad as people said when they launched. Especially Instagram, which I think this is actually more recognizable and functional as a logo than the old Instagram logo, which looked like this. Oh my God, did I get COVID? Oh no. Bro, you turn 1,000, all of a sudden starts hitting you. Oh, I was not going to get coffee. Obviously, I was not going to get coffee. Wait, where's my... Oh, coffee cow is actually pretty clever. I will actually give you that. Wait 1 second. Say what? Someone said something? You should rebrand a coffee cow. Atrioc, you're missing out on the worst rebrand of all time when the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim changed to the Anaheim Ducks and got rid of all their great cartoony branding. Do you have a link? I'll check it out. Mozilla had a great logo change? Yeah, the Firefox logo was pretty sick. Oh, my dog's going nuts. Wait 1 second. Okay, so I was talking about Instagram. I want to show you this. So this is the Instagram logo change. Now again, the one on the left is cool. Don't get me wrong. But it's definitely, and as an app icon, it's kind of cool. But it's not as distinct, and it's a little too busy and detailed. And the new one has clearly stood the test of time and has stood out more, and it's like, it's just more easily recognizable as Instagram versus a lot of other things, like camera apps on your phone, etc., etc. But when this came out, again, like I'm saying, when this change was announced, it was like universally panned. Everyone talked shit on it. There was a million experts saying why it was so bad, and then it ended up doing pretty well. So I think, you know, you have to realize that the gut reaction to most of this stuff will always be negative, and you have to sort of watch test of time. But that being said, I think Ninjas is pretty cringe. You know, maybe in a year we're all wearing the Ninjoy hoodies and all loving them, but I think it's unlikely. I think it's unlikely. All right, so those were the medium ones. I showed you the good ones. I showed you the bad ones, and then I showed you the ones that I think were hated at first, but that have now started to be loved. Now I want to show you some of the good ones. I think one of the best examples of logo redesigns is Minecraft. Specifically, the subtle details they made. If you see, I mean, not only look at this. The jump from 2011 to the new one, obviously, is a massive improvement. More distinct, more readable. Minecraft Poggies, you know? Where did chat go? But even better, I think, is when Microsoft took over, look at the subtle changes between bottom left and bottom right. All the letters pop more. They're more distinctly bold. They made the face more recognizable on the A. They push the fonts together so it feels more like blocks. It's like, it's small. It doesn't alienate anyone like this one. It's just better in every respect. They just took something that was a good idea but not executed well and made it like really, really solid executed. And I think this is a really flawless. I don't think anyone who likes Minecraft could complain about this redesign from 2015 to 2012. It's one of the best. Did a great job. Microsoft bought the company, didn't alienate anyone, but made it feel upgraded. It's almost like a perfect representation of what they were doing, which is like taking a good product and making it better, rather than like changing everything that people loved about it. So yeah, I think this is just an awesome logo. Another good one, UPS. If you look at the 61 UPS versus the 2003, this is just awesome. This is like one of the great public logos, like government-based logos. The UPS logo is like really well designed. It matches the packaging. It matches the outfits. It's like a themed. I'm not saying these aren't, you know, solid for their time, but they look kind of dated. I think this is a great rebrand, a really good upgrade. Memorable, iconic, and it fits part of a larger theme. Matches, again, packaging and also the uniforms that all the employees wear. Verizon had a good, again, Verizon, terrible company. Verizon, awful conglomerate lobbying company. I don't support them in any way, but their logo redesign was clean. This is a clean logo. I mean, this first logo is busy as hell. Looks cheap. Looks like the place. It looks like a Radio Shack, dude. Looks terrible. And this one, a lot cleaner, a lot simpler. Looks more professional. Looks like someone you're gonna trust to give your mobile bill. Yeah, exactly. The old Verizon looked right at home in a mini mall. Exactly. Oh, right. Oh, Rochelle got cookies for me? What's this? Whoa! Happiest birthday ever? Rochelle, did you just send me cookies? Insomnia cookies. Whoa! Rochelle, that's super nice. Dad, you want one? Which one do you want? Because I can't eat all these. Nice. I'm going to have this snickerdoodle. Oh, that's it's warm. Nice. Hey, thanks, Rochelle. The Stanzas are very nice people. Which is crazy because Stans is an anti-vaxxer, you know? So it's so weird that, like, for a man that is so openly against the vaccine and loves what happened on January 6th. He's so nice. No, I really thank you, Rochelle. That's really nice of you. I appreciate it. Oh, it's delicious, too. It reminds me, when Stan's got me that trophy, you guys remember that? Actually, I might have it. Is it over there? Stan's got me a trophy one time out of the blue, just saying, hey, congrats on hitting 100,000 subs, and congrats on getting the Hitman World Record. Like, it wasn't for anything. It was just out of the blue, and I was like, I was so shocked, because it was such a randomly nice thing to do. And then Rochelle was giving me cookies. That was really nice. Good people. Mm. I mean, I'm nice too, though. Like on Stan's birthday, I got him. I donated to a very worthy cause in his name. Okay, I donated to a very worthy cause in his name. Because it was the fund for Atrioc's new TV, which was like I needed to upgrade my TV, and like it was like a kind of a collection, and like I donated to it in his name, and it was like, wow, I'm helping him support someone who really needs it. Human fun. No, I got him a Suns shirt. I think he learned a Suns shirt and a watch and jersey. I think. Yeah, no, I got him. Yeah, I forgot. Actually, I got him a bunch of Save the Kids coin because I knew it was going to go to the moon. And then right as he got in, I told him to buy some more, and then I pulled out because I didn't know if I was ready to go to the moon, but I let him have all the glory. So just like another good gift from me. But what he really wants, he wants a fake vaccine passport. So this year, that's what I'm going to get for him. I'm going to get him a fake vaccine passport so he doesn't have to get it, but he can still go into sporting events. I also tried to give him COVID, but they didn't get it for some reason. Man, this is a good cookie. Damn, it's tasty. Okay, Verizon was good, and then Google. I think the Google logo, clean as fuck, the new one. So recognizable. They didn't change anything that was good about the last one, just made it cleaner, better, more easy to use, more mobile friendly. Yeah, tons of good ways to use it. It's just it's a great logo. I think it's a perfect change. I think it's hard to disagree with this. I think it's just been very successful. Google has very good branding overall. The color scheme they've completely owned and have used it to great effect. And it's hard to even use these colors in this bright pastel format without connoting Google, which is like they own a lot of the space now, which is really impressive. So, yeah, their branding's good. Facebook, I think they're redesigned from this weird fucking early 2000s random glossy square, random glossy top to the clean logo. I think that's great. I think their third rebrand of the Meta was trash. Again, Facebook's logo and branding was not the problem. It was that the product is terrible and filled with angry old racist people. That's the problem. Like, if it was a good product people like to use, the logo would be good. No one doesn't like this logo because of the logo design principles. It's because of the product. So that's been the problem. And then I think that was the main ones I wanted to show. Those are the good ones. There are a couple good examples. If you have any more we can bring up, I can show some more right now. But I just wanted to give you guys some ideas into what you should think about when you hear about a logo redesign. Generally, it's a company that's panicking, number one. Number two, everyone hates them at first, so don't jump on the bandwagon immediately if you're not sure. And then number three, if you ever work in a marketing role, there's a lot more important things to focus on than the really easy, high-level stuff like a logo change. Or if you're trying to launch your own business, worry less about the logo. Just find something distinct and then make the product connote to that. Because I see a lot of people that are like trying to start a business or make a product or make a band or whatever, and they spend way too much time on the fucking logo. And it's like very, very unimportant comparatively. Anaheim Ducks, let's check it out. This is the Ducks logo change. Oh, yeah. So it went from, let's see. Wow, really? So it went from this, which is awesome, which is awesome and reminds me of, Mighty Ducks, to this, which is kind of boring. Yeah, that seems like a bad change. And also, just like, if you're going to go duck, you should still go green, white, yellow. You don't want to go brown or like brownish. This is a terrible color. This is like, these are iconic colors. They're bright and they're colorful and they're friendly and they're interesting. And this one's terrible. Dice of cringe indeed. I think what's not cringe though is this tasty ass cookie. This is the original YouTube app logo. Damn, bro. That feels like I'm seeing a television from the 50s. That's crazy. Well, let me see if I can get chat back. Yeah, that's a cringe. That's a cringe. What's this one? Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Yeah. I don't think this... I think the old one's better. This one looks too evil. I feel like Papa Murphy's like a fucking corporate conglomerate here to fucking... This looks friendly. This is like a family. Papa Murphy. And this one looks like he's fucking... got 6,000 factories churning out pizzas. But yeah, it just look way too generic. Like an auto shop, yeah. Yeah, for sure. There we go. Let's fix the light. Yeah, there we go. I was getting jaundice. IHOP to IHOP. I think that was a stunt. The Mozilla logo. I like the Firefox logo change. That was sick. Toronto Raptors. I think the Raptors logo's nice. The basketball with the Raptor tear in it. Yeah, this is the... You see the change right here. This looks kind of cartoony. I think for the Drake era, this is a good new logo. Yeah, this is a good redesign. And it's a big change. And it was like a shift in strategy for the company. They started doing more. They hired, I think, Drake and his team to be brand ambassadors. And they started looking cooler and like, they did a whole rebrand. I mean, this was like, they changed what they were doing as a marketing product, and the logo corresponded with that. It was smart. And the value of the franchise went up dramatically. And players wanted to play there that didn't want to play there before. It was a big win. Yeah, they worked with OVO. It was OVO I was thinking of, yeah. The Raptors franchise is huge. Yeah, it's huge. It's massive. No, I think it was a big success, actually. That's a great example of a rebrand. They went from being clowns to being Drakes. I mean, Drake can be a clown, but it was just in public consciousness cooler. And when you get top players that want to play in your franchise, that's a good thing because you can You don't have to use the max salary every time. Duncan? I think the Duncan rebrand was pretty good. What's this? Arizona Coyotes? I remember this old-ass logo. Damn, I remember this when I was a kid. It was pretty cool. But I could see why you'd change it. But it was cool. I had a jersey. I had a Coyotes jersey for sure with this on it. Houston Rockets. Huh. Well, I think this looks like a fucking edgy emo fucking like a band, dude. This looks like a band. This is like an absolutely emo band. So this is a better logo than that one. Yeah, this one's kind of, I get it. I think this is probably their best logo. I think none of them are actually that great, but I think they ended up in a better spot. This is awful. This could work, but I think this one's good. 72 is not bad for sure. Duolingo's pivot to make their bird more of a character? Absolutely. That's actually a really great suggestion. Thanks for bringing that up, Doggo Man. Duolingo originally had the more boring sort of corporate, just font-based logo, and they started adding the owl in, and they have done the owl in all their marketing, and the owl is like very universally beloved, and it's drastically increased their social presence, likability, net promoter score. The 2012 owl is that 2012 owl is freaky. But you had to start somewhere to get somewhere. And also, I mean, this owl is also freaky, dude. Both of these owls are actually, this owl's looking like in my fucking soul. There's no joy in this owl at all. And there's also no name. But this owl's great. So yeah, good suggestion though. I think they ended up by far in the best version of their logo, and they've done really well. That being said, let me give one more fail. Dude. Because even a good rebrand and good marketing, which Duolingo does have, can go too far. Funny. That doesn't mean they'll grow more of an affinity for the brand. And them sexualizing this this like iconic, like if fucking Sesame Street tweeted tomorrow Big Bird like chopping someone's head off, it would get a lot of views. Do you understand? But it might not be good for the long-term Big Bird brand. You can't think only in the first minute. Like, it'll get a lot of views the day of because it's interesting and people share it. It doesn't mean that it's always good for what they're trying to build. And I think this weirdly sexualizing this owl is odd. It's odd. Talking about cum and duality, I don't know if it gets views, but I don't know if it's long-term good for Duolingo. When they want people to like think about learning a language, that's the goal. It's not just like liking the owl or thinking the TikTok account is funny. It's like, I want to download the app and use it. I want to be a regular user of the app. And if they don't do that, then it's not successful, even if the views are high. But they are successful overall. I'm just saying this new twist might not be good long term. Anyway, I don't want to do too many more logos. Unless anybody has any more good logo ones, I'll talk about a couple more. But I actually want to jump over to the Reddit. We have an hour left, and I want to see what's been going on the Reddit, dude. It's my birthday, after all. It is my birthday, and there's always good stuff on the Reddit on my birthday. But if I could just get on my birthday, not a birthday song, but a more important song. A song that has power, that has meaning, that can literally teleport us from one place to another. From talking about marketing, talking about the Reddit. And that, of course, is, as we always know, before we go to the Reddit, we sing the iconic Reddit song. Sing it with me, chat. It's time for Reddit with Atrioc. Birthday edition. So let's go see what memes are at the top. Are this week's posts fire or flops? So go join r/Atrioc. Welcome to the Atrioc subreddit birthday edition. I am sitting here with... Oh, it's a Pay the Musician song. I got to meet Pay, by the way. It was great. Welcome to the Atrioc subreddit. It is the birthday edition. I'm sitting here with cookies sent to me by the Stanzas and an Enron controller that was made for me at Genesis. Very kind. Let's see what's on the Reddit. What kind of fun, amazing birthday wishes I will receive on the Reddit. Starting with the crossover of the century is happening in this subreddit, and it's a hot dog in milk. And it's disgusting, and I'm going to remove it immediately. And that's the end of the subreddit! Woo! This was a mistake. This was a mistake. We are done. No more needed. Let's see top of the week. Brandon was on TV. The fuck is this?
First up on the Billboard birthday, shall we? Brandon's first up on the Billboard this Friday.
You did
morning.
not.
Happy birthday, Brandon, from all your family and friends.
Hey, we have a happy 18th.
You did not submit that fucking photo to ABC 9. Oh, dude, that's so cringe. It's me in a blanket. Like, I don't know. This is from my Facebook, by the way. I keep forgetting how people got this fucking photo. But it's not like a public available photo. It's like fucking yoinked. Anyway, thank you. I'm glad ABC 9 wished me happy birthday. I really needed that. I appreciate that. Really fucking appreciate it. Let's see what else. Upvote on that. Great. Coffee Cow, but instead he's a marketable mascot. Holy shit. Speaking of rebrands. It's actually really good. It's a cute little coffee cow. If this gets big enough, then I'll just start a coffee shop while never drinking coffee, and all the cups look like this. It's actually super cute. Watch the fuck out, Starbucks. Coffee Cow is going to be the Starbucks killer. More friendly, more cute. Maybe we'll have like an eco-friendly angle where like every 1,000 cups of coffee, we like save a cow from, you know, some kind of like factory farm. Oh my God, this will sell like fucking... Holy shit, I'm going to make a mint. I'm going to make money. Dude, Coffee Cow. And then it'll be like a Duolingo type thing with a cute cow logo. Holy shit. This could work. Starbucks at its weakest point ever. People are fed up with Starbucks. No, we're not going to do Cowussy. That's a bad idea. All right, let's look. Possible Big A wedding drip. Okay. So you just... to my wedding. I would wear this to my wedding. I would shave my head bald. grow a thicker beard, and wear a top to bottom ghost outfit to my wedding. Seeing a lot of sheeshes. You guys think it's cool, right? Not cringe? So if I were to do it and the wedding photos went out, you guys wouldn't be like, haha, holy shit, he actually did it. That's crazy. How embarrassing in front of his friends and family. You'd think, no, that's cool as hell. Really? Really? So I should do it. Also, I'm not doing blackface. I'm doing black hands. I've never heard of black hands. That's a crazy thing to do. Why would I? Who that here? Is that inclusive? I know blackface is bad, but is black hands like inclusive? Is that? You can't get canceled for black hands? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to pass on this absolutely awful idea. But thank you for the suggestion. When my friends ask me what the Atrioc stream is all about. Oh, this is cute art. Learning, and I'm eating with the factor diff. Marketing, and I'm making some cash. Gaming hard, and the brim is down, and I'm focusing. Being dream. You can't see the last one, but it says being dream, and I'm saying the quote, getting doxxed isn't even that bad, bro. Which I did say while I was wearing the dream mask, but you guys don't understand. I didn't mean it that way. Okay? I didn't mean it that way. What I wanted was for people to like me and to hate my enemies. Okay? Is that so? That's a crime? That's just a crime? I just wanted my fans to attack people who disagree with me, and I wanted them to love and agree with me. And it's like, when you think about it like that, aren't I kind of a hero? And then on the bottom is this, some kind of cow drinking some sort of liquid and saying moo. I don't think any of us have an idea what to call that. I just can't imagine what we would call this weird, maybe if it's in a yak. It's a yak or some kind of oxen. No real way to get to the bottom of that, but we can just move on. Anyway, very, very cute art. I might even use it as my offline art. I've had this same photo forever of me like at Genesis, or me at TwitchCon. I might swap it out. We'll think about it. For Paris Strategy. We watched this already. Just finished a marketplace simulation in my management class on the same site Big A to the Cortex Gambit. Is this the bicycle version I've heard about? Wow. Look at this dude doing his quarter 9 gambit, quarter 9 and 10 with Chicken Joko. Chicken Joko really leaving everyone else in the dust. Well played, Chicken Joe. Well played. You have left Banner Corporation and the Fantastic Four in the... They got 0? Wait, how did they get 0 in this class? It's almost impossible to get 0 as a balanced scorecard unless they just didn't show up. They all drop out? That's fucking funny. By the way, so I named my company in this game Enron 2. These guys in the bottom named theirs Arthur Anderson, which is the accounting firm, which was part of Enron's fraud and also went out of business. It's pretty funny. Even deeper cut. The glamour eye on his ever loyal coffee cow. That's fire. The coffee cow is the steed. The glamour eye stays highly caffeinated while riding across the lands of Elden Ring. He's got a nice little Enron hat too. That's fire. Wait, it's actually too easy. So in the last video, I talked about sending your significant other a picture of 2 cute animals and saying us. And he did it. Or she did it. I don't know. I don't know if it's to her or from her, but aw, so cute, which is you. Anyway, easy clap. Easily clapped. It worked for everybody but me. Because Ari just said, okay. Ari knew something was up. Ari was not amused, unfortunately.
You rang?
Hey, babe. No, I was just talking about how I tried sending you a picture of two cute animals and saying us. And you said, okay.
That's because I don't like mammals. Especially not stupid ass sea otters.
It was the sea otters. Ah, interesting. I thought it was because I never do anything like that. It was the otters. She does have strange animal preferences. Like, I'll see a duck and be like, oh, that duck looks cute. And she's like, ducks are stupid. The animals she likes are like, I mean, she likes dogs, obviously, but she doesn't like cats. She likes odd animals, like a pheasant or birds. All birds she likes. She likes bugs. She likes cows. She likes cows. Oh, you just said that because she does like cows, but you just said that because she's marrying me. I get your fucking jokes, stupid ass. Yeah, why would I think like you know her? You're like, oh, she does like cows, right? Yeah, you're her friend, right? You know that. Stupid asshole. All right, well, anyway, I'm glad it worked for you, buddy. Are motivational posts allowed? They're encouraged. Never mind. No. I didn't know it was a picture of me at Genesis with a stupid filter. Actually, no filter at all. It's just how I looked. A wifey isn't a girl who just smokes and has sex with you whenever. A wifey is a woman that motivates you and makes sure you're not slipping in life. Isn't that crazy that I said that and then Tom Hardy said the exact same thing, allegedly? My new Coffee Cow merch finally arrived. What the fuck is this? This is not official. Did you actually make this? Wait, what the fuck are you doing? Did you get a picture of... Wait, is it a photo of me saying, I don't drink it, I don't drink coffee, I don't drink coffee? Another classic by Coffee, G.H. Cow Ewing. And it's a Photoshop picture of me drinking coffee. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. What a lot of steps you went through. This is a fake quote, fake name, fake picture that you put on a real coffee mug with Golden Grams Coffee Mate. Which sounds not very tasty. Oh, it's a problem. 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 I'm sure if the big CC were here himself, he would be saying yummers. I'm not. I'm not the big CC, really, but I'm not to this. These are 4 coasters. Wait, it's 4 coasters? What do you tell people if they ask who's on your coasters? That's crazy. That's so strange. The whole family is putting their coffee in coasters. Damn, that's crazy. I'll give you an upvote for dedication. Find someone who's proud of you like Atrioc is proud of J-Mook. And I definitely, look at me. I'm beaming. I'm glowing, dude. I'm literally glowing. I was so happy. Because I've waited so long to see a Sheik that's like happy to play Sheik and is really fucking good and is beating top foxes. I've actually, it's just like been something I've always wanted to see. And then J-Mook just fucking went up and did it. I already downloaded all the sets that he played and I rewatched them on my flight. Just to learn things. Like, I feel like it makes me want to play Melee again. Because I just saw so many things I've never seen before. What do you got against Plup? Plup was my favorite player. But Plup does not like Sheik. I love Plup as a person. Plup wished he could play someone other than Sheik. Anytime things are hard, he wants to switch. He doesn't like playing Sheik. He only played Sheik because it was better than Samus. He hated losing with Samus, which was to Sheik. But then, like, he doesn't have any love. The Coffee Cow promotion last image hits hard. What the fuck is this? Tell me me you didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say, tell me you didn't make this. I was hoping it was just stolen footage from something else. I was praying you didn't actually make this. And then right as I say that, the fucking face is on the cow. Sheesh. What an absolute waste of time and talent. Germa! No! No! Germa Raiders, go back! No! Hey, whoa, hey, we're talking marketing. Hey, welcome. Germa Raiders, we are talking about logos. We are talking about rebrands. Welcome. This is a very serious stream, and we talk about marketing on this stream. And today, we're talking about, I'm going to do the whole fucking Marketing Monday again. I swear to God, chat, shut the fuck up. Say nothing. I'm going to do the entire Marketing Monday again. Germa viewers, it is a pleasure. It's an honor to see you. This stream is about, if you guys don't know, I work a day job as a global marketing manager at NVIDIA, and I do a lot of serious discussions on marketing. Every Monday, it's called Marketing Monday, sometimes on Tuesday. There is no coffee cow situation. That's not a thing. Okay, and anyone taking that is talking about a different streamer. So, anyway, welcome. Thank you, German, for the raid. We are doing a Reddit recap where I am bombarded with some of the stupidest things on planet Earth from the people that watch this stream. Starting with, by the way, if you're new here, just to clarify, just trying to catch you up. I don't drink coffee. Never have. Don't drink any coffee. One day on the Reddit, somebody said, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we started calling Atrioc Coffee Cow? If he denies it, it'll make it even funnier. So I said, I'm not the coffee cow, and then my fate was sealed. And everyone started calling me fucking coffee cow. And now, even when I go to in-person events like I did this weekend, some guy handed me a fucking tall, venti fucking coffee cup and said, hey, coffee cow. And it was filled with sour candy. So that's what I'm dealing with. Okay? But to be clear, I don't drink coffee. Never have. Never will. It doesn't make sense. It's a stupid nickname. It literally doesn't add up. And so right as you enter, I am watching this video. That someone who has the ability to make 3D graphics made. Someone took time to make this weird fucking video that no one should take time to make. And I have to watch it. Now you have to watch it. It's a perverse incentive. It is the failure of live streaming as an art form. This guy just says, hey, coffee cow perchance. And somehow even worse. It started bad and got so much worse. Oh, this is such a mistake, dude. Just to clarify, if you are a German viewer, just to get some context, I'm an employed adult. Like, I work a full-time job. I stream at night around 7:30 my time for 2 to 3 hours. And prior to about a year and a half ago, I was just a regular person who did my day job marketing and gamed at night. And now I regularly have children calling me coffee cow. People I don't know. People I haven't met. Just an interesting world that I've gotten myself into. Bergsy is the product of coffee. This is so impossible. I can't do this. I'm trying to sort of give context and explain what's going on in each one of these because there's new viewers here. But we're getting so deep in the goddamn sauce. Bergsy is coffee cow? Now I have to explain who fucking Bergsy is? No, we're moving on. We're moving on. A new treat for the coffee cow perchance. I do like Golden Grams. I do not like coffee. Sigma! Nothing more Sigma than... So again, Sigma males are like someone who's outside this pyramid but still at the top. Fuck! I didn't realize how fucking deep in the sauce we were until I spent 5 minutes in the Reddit trying to think from the outside perspective.
There's a Sigma? What the f*** is Sigma?
So stupid. No, it's not Atrioc, right? Society if Big A plays Paper Mario. So if you're new here, you might think, oh, there's a huge demand for Atrioc to play the game Paper Mario. Oh, that actually explains it. This actually explains it. Because actually, whenever I do play it, everyone leaves. But whenever I'm not playing it, they demand it nonstop. They make memes. Please, Paper Mario. Please, 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 please. And then when I actually play it, everyone leaves. It literally kills the stream every time. So I'm not going to play it. I don't want to play it. I don't even like playing it. But when I finally break down and do play it, it doesn't work. So I just want you guys to know. That's the Paper Mario meme. Drip. What's this? Is this a song? A song.
Vampire, samurai, Nvidia, employee, starts with big A-T. AIOC. Vampire, samurai, Nvidia, employee, starts with big A-T. AIOC. Vampire, samurai, Nvidia, employee, starts with big A-T. AIOC. Vampire, samurai, Nvidia, employee, starts with big A-T. AIOC.
What the fuck is this?
Vampire, samurai, Nvidia, employee, starts with big A-T.
We're gonna play the cult rallies.
Vampire, samurai, Nvidia, employee.
I'm the Glamouride. And your town has no drip.
Okay. Okay.
Killer of monsters, unicorns and bosses. Gotta dream better, be the dream better. Katana, no mana, start going banana. If you see me now, you won't see the mañana. Faster streets drama, dream Dolce & Gabbana. If you can see me now, then have a look behind ya. Empires on fire line, Genghis Khan with switchback. Horse so cool, he can jump up to 2 times. Vampire, samurai, lazy hands, glamurai. Will die by the hundreds, but I will revive.
I think. What kind of music is this? I feel like Drake is gonna steal this. Drake in 6 months will be doing exactly this in all his songs. It actually goes kind of hard. Dude, how did Coffee... It feels like it took like 8 months for Glizzy Hands to like build up to a thing. And Coffee Cow happened in like a week. With almost no input from me. And I wasn't even streaming.
And
it was AstroTurf.
Has no drip.
All right, that went pretty dumb hard though. I'll have to give you enough fun for that. So after the high effort 3.5 minute song, right behind it on the Reddit is Brandon U-Wing. And it's the Genesis photo on a U-Wing from Star Wars. So equal amounts of just as talented Omega Lol, just as talented Omega Lol. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe true. Big A every day when he goes to work. Boy, oh boy, I love coffee and being a cow. I can turn espresso into latte whenever I want. What a weird fucking thing to draw and say and do. You guys understand this is weird, right? This is a weird thing to draw and write and do. This is weird to exist. Atrioc, when he's out of coffee, he is a cow for it. So when I don't have coffee, I gun people down for my morning cup, is what you're implying. It's not so true. I found it, the Big A. Is this from ASU? There is a Big A at ASU. I think they owe me something. Hey, Big A, I decided to use a bit of my immense talent to make you a new logo. Speaking of logo redesigns. What do you guys... Ninja, watch out. This is the Genesis face molded into 6 different letters. Really, it's powerful. It's distinct. I will give you that. You would not confuse it with any other logo. That's the best I could say in it. The T looks kind of chatted up. Like I got a big fucking chin. This is an old Reddit post. She sounds hot. Very nice comment, Brandon. I think that was whoever I was dating. They posted something and I responded. It was like I did it in front of them. Was that Ari? That's where we started. Big A should complete Paper Mario to attract a larger audience. Why did this need to be in the Among Us format? And I can tell you right now, if I were to play Among Us, it would do better than Paper Mario. It certainly would not attract a larger audience. People that never watch me would not be tuning in now that I'm playing Paper Mario. At best, it stays the same. More likely, it decreases. There is no way it goes up. I'm not playing Among Us either. Happy birthday, Brandon. Congrats on hitting 70. Thanks, man. It's actually 1,000. It's my 1,000th birthday, so I appreciate you thinking I'm as young as 70, but I did turn the big 1K, the big 4 digits. And it is, it's a milestone. Not many hit it, okay? Not many hit it. Not many have the experience that I have. But it does make you ponder or reflect, you know? You do feel a little more spry at 990 than you do at 1,000. And it's probably just mental. Don't look a day over 700. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you miss your friend Da Vinci? I do. He could party, dude. Leo was an animal, dude. He was an animal at the club. I do miss Leo. It's sad, dude. He was always inventing crazy shit, too. How cool was Jesus? He was cool. He was cool. He was, you know, I think he was a little bit preachy. If I'm being honest. Listen, I'm not trying to put him down. I'll just say Jesus was a little bit preachy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like I get it. Like at certain times, I get it. But like when we're out, when we're trying to chill, he's always talking about what we should be doing to get into heaven. And it's like, bro, I just want to fucking relax. We're at a concert. It was fucked up what they did to him, though. True that. It was fucked up what they did to him. He made a killer cabinet. How was the old man Bonaparte? Napoleon? Bro, I just feel like every era of my life, I have this, like, egotistical, short, annoying friend. And, like, back then it was Napoleon, now it's Ludwig. They always do well for a bit, but it's like it's just like they won't shut the fuck up, and they're so small that it's like hard to, you know, it's like, and they're always. It's just like I feel like they all blend together in my mind. I can't even really tell the difference. Where were you in the 1930s during the Great Depression? I had this cool hobby where I would buy railroads and then fire workers and find a way to scam the government out of their wages. And then I would break up strikes, you know? It was like a fun little thing I would do. Break up strikes, make sure the workers couldn't organize, pay them substandard wages, try to accumulate a bunch of wealth like a kind of a robber baron. It was like fun. It was like a fun couple summers where I just went crazy like that. It was like trolling. It was trolling. It was like I was playing a troll on them. I was like problem when I wouldn't pay them what they were owed. And then I would like hire like heavily armed militia and use the police to like break up their labor organizing. It was like problem, you know? They loved it. I mean, everyone got it. I was known as like that wild troll. It was a fun thing I did in the 30s. How was the first McDonald's in the USSR? It's fine. You know, it's fine. It's McDonald's, baby. Why didn't you stop Hitler? I didn't know. I couldn't stop Hitler. I didn't have future sight. I just lived there. Do you miss woolly mammoths? Okay. Did you and the dinosaurs get along? Yeah, dude. They actually made a documentary about it called The Flintstones, and it was all about my life, where I would just hang out with dinosaurs, and I would use them to power my refrigerator and my record player and my car. It was actually pretty fucking sick. Was the Big Bang loud? Not as loud as you'd think. It was like a champagne cork popping. I think that's where the New Year thing comes from. It was way less loud than you think, to be honest. I expected, because like it was building up, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a loud one. And then it wasn't. It was like, oh. How did Dodo's taste? Well, I started a franchise of Dodo burgers that was huge. I sold a lot of them. Almost too many, really. I sold so many I couldn't even keep up with supply. I don't know what happened after that. I got out of the business. Was the coffee pot awfully hot? You remember I was hanging out with Eminem 4 years ago? Yeah, it was. The man spits true to life lyrics. I swear to God, he spits true to life lyrics. And I could tell when he touched that coffee pot, that burned. It burned his hand, and he had to write that down immediately. What made you evolve from the ocean onto land? Simple. The ocean was getting cringe. It was like time to find a new scene. You know what I'm saying? It's like everyone else wants to stagnate and stay in their hometown, the ocean. And I'm like, I'm going to go places. I'm going on land. Let's get out of this place. And it actually ended up being a pretty cool decision for me. I don't regret it. How was the void before existence? Surprisingly chill. Yeah, it was like a cool vibe, you know? It was like, hey, no pressure. But I like the way things turned out. All right, let me finish this. Did Eve really make you eat that apple? Well, it's a common misconception that it was only Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Okay, it was actually Adam, Eve, and Steve, and me, and a couple other people, actually. It was a pretty good group. And, you know, they were basically spotlight hogs. Okay? Adam and Eve were spotlight hogs. And every time God would come by and ask what's going on, they would always jump in the front and answer. It's like we never got a chance to talk about it. And so they were attention. Yeah, they were attention whores. And I think that was the real crime they got punished for, not the fucking apple shit, to be honest. I think God just got tired of hearing them fucking talk. Because I'll be honest with you, I had a fuck ton of apples. I crunched down like 14 apples a day in that garden. And I didn't get punished at all. But Adam got the fucking banhammer after one. Come on, dude. Think about it. I was fucking munching and crunching. Okay, let's see what's on this subreddit. Who Dat went live. Atrioc is MIA. Who the hell are you going to watch? Neg Neg Omega Lol. It's a very direct title. I watched some Neg Neg today. Watched a little bit of Neg Neg. Big A, huge content news, huge Smurfs discovery. In the Smurfs universe, Evan Gao is George Lopez. No idea what that means. I don't know. Surprised I got so many upvotes. I'll be honest with you. So this song we already listened to, it's pretty good.
That can't be good. Hurts a lot, actually. Oh my god. I'm a coffee cow.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna exaggerate. I think the fact this exists is crazy. It's ridiculous. It's a terrible, terrible sign of the times. The song is catchy, and I did play it again off stream. Just for the chorus. The chorus is actually so good. It just goes hard. It's got a jazzy fucking
It hurts
bass
a lot,
line.
actually. Oh my god. But it doesn't matter, because I'm a coffee cow. Oh, I'm a coffee cow.
Like, I like it unironically.
I'm a coffee cow.
It was stuck in my head.
Yeah, I'm a coffee cow. He said I used to hit rocks like Smith. Used to buy a quarter, only pay him a fifth. Used to smoke vapes, blood would sell to the kids. Now I'm a coffee cow, it's like I found my shit. Was at the end of my wits, I hit the regain. Only coffee for the pre. In Niagara look like Serengeti. Your eyes are so red, we need eye drops already. I'm just trying to make sure that you're not forgetting your challenge for your sleep habits. Well, could sleep really be bad if it doesn't happen? You see the way I play? You think I should be napping? How the fuck you think my videos are always slapping? You should know this. See, you're just not focused. This lifestyle is my magnum opus. This is who I am forever and for now. Motherfucker, I'm a coffee cow. Coffee.
My only dream in the world is that right when he's filming this part, like, his dad walks in. Like, when he's saying, motherfucker, I'm a coffee cow, all sweaty and looking in the camera and drop. That's like
for now.
what I wish could
Motherfucker,
happen.
I'm a coffee cow. Coffee cow. Oh, I'm a coffee cow. Yeah, I'm a coffee cow. Oh, I'm a coffee
Oh, wait.
cow.
Yeah, that goes hard. Jake Hurwitz. Someone else tried it. Turns out it's not that easy. They tried the gambit, the two animals gambit. Cute animals, us. No. Will just said no. Why? And then another one, us. What do you want me to say here? Okay. Well, there has to be a certain level of rapport there before you try to jump in with the two cute animals. It's not going to solve pre-existing problems. Okay. I think we might. That's terrible. If Atrioc and Mizkif were fused together in a horrific science experiment gone wrong to create the Glizkif. Yeah, that is awful. You're right about that. You shouldn't even need to make it.
You want Asgard? It's yours.
What is this?
Whatever game you're playing, it won't work. You can't defeat me.
No, I know. But he can.
No.
Target down. Well done, 47.
That's nearly impossible to explain to someone new. That is nearly impossible to explain to anyone here who's new, and I'm sorry. I do some Hitman speedruns on the side. I've held the world record a couple times, and but also I look kind of like Jake Hurwitz, and so sometimes news articles when they write about me have used a wrong clip of Jake Hurwitz. I'm sorry. I don't think any of you are still here. I don't think any German viewers are still here. Okay. I think we're caught up, dude. I think we're caught up. Oh, happy birthday, Big A. We'll finish with this one. Happy birthday, Big A from S3K, Spectacor, and more.
Brandon Glizzy Hands Ewing has done it again, living to the ripe age of 3,000,001. I mean, wow.
We did
Can we
it.
get some claps in chat for that? That's some impressive stuff. And to celebrate Master Glizzard's big day, I decided to put a little video together to celebrate the occasion. Happy birthday, Big A.
Thanks, man. Feel sincere.
Hey, Atrioc, just wanted to make this video. Say happy birthday to you.
Are you going to ask for your subs? Because it's my birthday, right? So it feels like a good time just to be generous and kind and say a nice thing and not ask for subs. But we'll see how it goes.
I think it's been more than a year since I've been in the community. You've made a bunch of cool stuff. Really enjoyed all the time I've spent within it. It's been really fun seeing what you've done. I hope to see you do more. It's also crazy to think that you are 30 years and 2 days older than me. It's really strange. You're really, really old, and that's really, really weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you have a good birthday. Hope you have a good next year, and be a great birthday present for me. You paid me out the 199 subs.
It's not your birthday, is it? Although I can tell you are hitting puberty. Which is congrats. Congrats.
Yo, Big A, I'm not here to rap about coffee cows or Glizzy Man. I'm just here to say happy birthday.
You shouldn't have to, it's annoying that you have to preface with that, because everyone sees you on screen and thinks the first thing they think is about you're about to rap about Glizzy Man or coffee. Oh, fuck. We lost the we're back. I just think it's annoying that he even has to say that, Usually in a birthday video, when I see someone from the community's face, they would just say, happy birthday. They don't have to say, hey, don't worry. I'm not going to rap about coffee cows or Glizzy Man. It shouldn't be a requirement.
You and your content and your community have been a super positive influence in my life.
Pog.
And I just can't wait to see where you go from here, truly.
Pog.
So I hope it's a great day for you, and I'm wishing you the best.
Wow, that was very sweet and sincere.
Atrioc. It's me, Neg. I just want to wish you a happy birthday. Congrats on the big 120. This must be a big year for you.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Excited to see what you're going to do in the future. Much love. Take it easy. Yeah.
Hey, Atrioc. Happy birthday, man. I hope you have a great year filled with love and joy. A year full of good content and surrounded by people you love. Hope you do well at work and good luck on your marriage. All right, see ya.
Hey, Atrioc.
Thanks, Evan. Where are you headed? Because I know that street. So where are you headed? Where the fuck are you headed, Evan? I recognize those buildings, so I don't know where you're headed.
So you turned 31, which is pretty crazy. You're pretty old, pretty real fucking old.
Thanks, man.
I was gonna get you a real present, but I got you something for Christmas, and you never got it. So instead, I got you something much better. I got you this. Hey, happy birthday, big man. Hope you appreciated that one.
I just wanted to give a little warning that this next speaker, very special guest, important member of the community, arguably the cornerstone of it all, is going to be giving a very heartfelt speech. And just get the tissues ready, all that, you know. And all I'm going to say is, it's Gecko made.
Gecko?
Happy birthday, Atrioc. Happy birthday. I tried to send you a gift, but I didn't know if you had a PO box or anything. So just text me if you can. I will send you any copy of Paper Mario.
I don't want a copy of Paper Mario. I have a copy.
Hopefully you enjoyed, man. Happy birthday. Have a good rest of your stream. Later.
Thank you. Actually, thank you. Thank you, Peepaw Parker, for getting the old gang back together for that. Really powerful, powerful stuff. Wait, what is it? What is everyone spamming? I have to end. It's Hamilton Rex. I listened to all of Hamilton recently while I was working. No, this one's stupid. Wait, we saw this one already. The Atrioc Multiverse of Madness. I think we saw this one already. Oh, is it dropping? And it's Marketing Monday Atrioc, Atrioc Prime, Mechanical Monday Atrioc, Stands Trioc, where it stands what he got in the marketing. Wong is just Wong, unchanged. Okay. Amiru, if she remembered Atrioc, that's a universe that doesn't exist. Big B, which is me with a B for a face. Cutie Cinderella, if she kept her Coca-Cola stock, where she'd be slightly richer. I guess, a little bit. Whodad, if he remained permaban, he would have been a true villain. Dog Trioc. Great. Truly a work of art. And I learned a lot from going through that. What's this one? Woke up and got slapped in the face with a cow. What is this? Whoa! This, of all the Coffee Cow posts, this one's actually pretty sick. Avernell, yet again, one of the greatest artists. This is actually a sick fucking Coffee Cow logo. It's actually dope. Man, I wish I did like coffee. Because you know what? Coffee Cow's not a bad thing to be if you like coffee. You know, people are always talking about their love for coffee. I just don't drink it, so it makes no sense for me to be a coffee cow, right? Because it doesn't... I just don't drink coffee, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But thank you, Avernell, for the great art yet again. What's this one? Coffee Cow, I want coffee. And then the Coffee Cow squirts some coffee on the coffee calves. And that, of course, the reports, yo, what the actual fuck? Yeah, remove. Remove and Jesus Christ. And also, that's the end. Maybe of the Reddit forever. Okay? Maybe the end of the Reddit forever. But good first stream back. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Thank you all for the subs. I do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with even more stuff. Hope you enjoyed Wins and Fails. Hope you enjoyed Marketing Monday. Hope you enjoyed the Reddit. I have to go to bed. I have work tomorrow, and I have to... The craziest thing would be being tired for work tomorrow because I stayed up late looking at Coffee Cow memes. That would be a disaster. So, appreciate it. Really, thank you for the support. I thank you for everyone I met at Genesis. It was really nice to meet you all. Everyone was super nice and friendly, and it felt cool. It was cool. I don't know how long whatever this stream will last, but it's fun while it's here. Thanks. Much love. Have a great night. Hope you have your own happy birthdays when they come. And I'm going to leave you by rating someone else. Who else is live? Let's pass the love on to... there's a lot of people live, actually. I wanted to pass it on to a smasher. Cutie playing League? We could raid Cutie. Alright. Actually, Mango's live. Well, no, I don't know if Mango wants. Oh, EE. I'm gonna raid EE because I met EE in person. Yeah, we're gonna. EE was at the. I met EE at Genesis. He was super fucking nice. He also dressed with some sick drip. He looked good at the club. We'll raid EE. EE, if you guys don't know, incredibly funny streamer. Incredibly. I'm just waiting. I tell EE. He asked me like. He said thank you for the raid. He said and I just told him, dude, don't even think about it as a nice thing. I just know EE is so fucking funny. One day he's going to catch on and blow the fuck up. And I want to say that I knew it first. I literally only raid EE because I know he's going to be a massive streamer one day or a massive content creator. He's so fucking funny. He's very witty. And one day it's going to catch on. People are going to figure it out. So check him out. Really funny streamer. Chilling. Doing stuff. And have a good day. Bye.